Hey guys, what's going on? What's poppin'? What's going on? It's me, your boy, Fakeymcfake. Yeah, as you probably already know from last stream, you know we got a complicated setup here, so I just want to give a little bit of a warning that yeah, there might be like some echo a little bit with our mics and stuff, but for the most part we should be good. And let me know if the audio or whatever needs to be lowered or increased or whatever. So, but yeah, as you probably already see on screen, I'm here with Luke.
Hello.
Hey Luke, what's going on?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Very like interview like conversation. Yeah, but no, we're here. We're live. So, hey everybody, hey. What's poppin'? I see everyone. I see familiar faces. You know, apple juice is better. Ditto. Hey, what's poppin'? Yeah, what's going on? Carefree cheddar. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? The audio sounds nice so far. Okay, good. I will, like I said, complicated setup, but when me and Luke like are really loud, you'll probably hear an echo, and that's something that we can't really fix. So I apologize. But yeah, we're here. All right, so we're continuing the weird route. Hopefully we're gonna finish it today. I
think
hope
we
so.
can.
But I know that we did miss a little bit of dialogue that is unique to the weird route. So I want to like sort of, I had like a save file ready before stream to sort of like go back and get a little bit of that dialogue. So we're gonna be doing that. So yeah, let me open up the game and we can get going. Let me transition it to the to this screen. Hey, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's anonymous. Hey, what's poppin'? Welcome to the stream. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Let's open it up. Wait, give me one moment. Give me one moment. I just I have it on the wrong monitor.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. I just gotta do something real quick, guys. Don't worry. I know. Guys, don't you love Deltarune? I love Deltarune.
It's peak.
All right, okay. So it should be going up on this monitor. The big monitor. Let's see if it appears for you guys. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yay! Okay, we're here. We're good. All right. All right, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Mario Memer. Hey, welcome.
Oh my god, Mario Memer.
Yo, welcome to the stream. All right, so let's do this. We're going to be doing this. So yeah, this is my save that I did to sort of get back. So apparently there's a weird route dialogue with the tea party.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. So let's do that, guys. Let's do that. So it's right over here, right up here. And yeah, I defeated Jackenstein in one try, the save file. So
Yeah, I don't know what happened last stream. That was rough. Jackenstein kind of like clapped us.
we were tired.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It was really late for us, so
I was talking like earlier in that stream. I don't remember if it was before we had started the stream or if it was like during it, but I was like, Jackenstein's like my favorite boss in the whole game. And then after that performance of what happened last, I was like, nah, I hate this boss.
Nah, Jackenstein's still goated. We just bad.
Yeah.
This OST will never get old. I agree. OST is just so goated. Fakey, how much did you donate into the fountain? For this save file, I put in I'm pretty sure I put in $1,000 dark dollars. because I didn't have as much money.
What does that even do when you donate the money?
When you go to like Susie's fountain,
Yeah.
it will have a like reward depending on how much you put in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's right. Wait, yeah, I think I knew that.
But I think you have to put like 5,000 or like an insane number to get like a unique item.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So. Hi, Fakey. Hey, the pasty boy. What's poppin'? Yeah, Luke, help me read out chat if I miss anything.
I got you, yeah. Like anything like
anything.
the questions or big things like that?
Any questions or anything of note?
Okay.
Anything that's funny too. Guys, let's see who's the funniest today. I still don't. I think that the Titan spawn, because that's a Titan spawn. I think the Titan spawn being here has to be because the roaring's gonna be happening pretty soon.
Has to be. Someone said apparently there's a special armor for 10,000 gold.
Yeah. See, that's like the insane number I was talking about.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold.
I don't know. We could do that. What are you running from? All right, so apparently you're supposed to say like, okay, chat, remind me how you get the weird route dialogue for the tea party, because I know you have to say like no or something, but not the no in the beginning or whatever.
Wait, what?
For
what? For the
the weird route.
Yeah.
Nah, it just gives you a mediocre at best armor if you get it 999. Oh,
Ew, that sucks.
They'll be doing a little trolling. Okay.
Yeah.
2,000 gives you the best healing item. Huh.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Refuse sugar.
Okay.
Someone said that.
Fancy a drink? So we have to say yes.
Yeah.
Right? Chat? I just want to make sure. Chat, we say yes, right? Right here. Correctamundo, right? Now you're good. Correctamundo. Give it a second for the delay. Hi, Fakey. Thanks. You owe me a soda. Hey, what's poppin'? Flamescape. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to stream. Yes? Yes? Okay. You say yes. Sure. Why the hell not? You missed the last time, right? Yeah, I did load in. Also, welcome to stream. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, so we're doing it now.
You three have had a mighty journey so far, have you?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well now, how about telling me about your adventures?
Hey, Ralsei, would it be okay to tell him that? I don't see why not. Sure. Alright then, listen up. Then we explained the One Piece.
The One Piece is real.
One Piece? Who's a One Piece fan in the audience? Say the One Piece is real if you are. And now we're here. Pretty awesome, huh?
The voice. the laugh gets me every time.
Yes, what an excellent tale.
Especially like the part where you acted out the battles using the silverware and sugar cubes. Hey, how else is he gonna know how cool we were? Hey, what's poppin'? Welcome to stream. What's going on? The One Piece is real, yes.
Yes.
All right, don't drink the tea. Okay.
Yeah, we have to. I think I know where. You have to close your eyes.
You just started watching One Piece? Ooh. Okay. The One Piece is real. Let's go. We gotta go get back to doing our hero stuff.
Will you come back to my study later?
Yeah, sure. Not like we had a choice.
Ain't no better story than the one told with sparkling eyes. You ain't got no fear of that one. Doubt, irony, that's what poisons his story. That and too much predictability. So, young man, what do you think happens next?
Huh? I guess we'll have to see. All right. We gotta say no. No tea. Throw the tea off the balcony.
Jacob, it's still
The
hot now.
Deltarune Tea Party, like the Boston Tea Party. The Deltarune Tea Party.
Yo, wait, tea theory? Wait, but like
Tea theory?
other tea theory, like
Oh wait,
tea theory
I forgot.
2?
Yeah. I forgot about the tea theory.
Tea theory is kind of right.
Yeah.
You haven't touched your tea. Close your eyes. They're really just going through the motions.
By the way, what do you think of Neo Chris Knight theory? Also, hey, welcome to the stream. I have no idea what that theory is. Oh my god.
No.
Wait. Dice are roll. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? A dice was thrown. You rolled a 6 from Mr. Dice. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dice. The dice has arrived.
Thank you, Dice R Roll. Thank you so much for the donation. You really did not have to donate, but we appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. What a way to start the stream. Thank you.
Seriously.
But about Neo Chris Knight, I don't even know what that theory is in detail. I think just from the name alone, it probably means that Chris will become a new knight or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But maybe. I mean,
That would be interesting.
I mean, the knight's Chris.
Yeah, like what if like it's like the whole it's kind of like with in Star Wars with the Sith, like the rule of 2, how like there's always gonna be 2 Sith, and then it's like an apprentice and then a Sith Lord, and it's like the Roaring Knight is like the Night Lord, and then the knight is trying to like choose a new knight or an apprentice, and that's Chris.
Ooh.
Is that what that is? That'd be kind of dope.
Maybe. I don't know. Someone's got to explain to us. But yeah, the dice has arrived. I'm a regular fakie. Of course, I will donate. Aw, thank you, Dice R Roll. You're goated. Goated, for real. A real G. And Mario Memer says, I miss Woody theory. I do too.
I do too.
But
Best
apparently-
theory ever.
Apparently, Spooky Dude, the creator,
Yeah.
is doing a Woody theory too.
Oh, let's go.
It's never gonna die. Oh my god. Uh-oh, Gerson knows what up. Yeah, I think this is new dialogue.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Something tough's going on with you. I can tell that sort of thing. And now you still gotta go through your day. Still gotta talk, fight, do your homework. But it all feels pointless, don't it? It's almost an insult that the earth's still churning. Don't you give up. Even if you gotta do those motions. Trying to find something, anything in them. That means a little something, you hear?
Huh. Thunk. Sounds like someone put another sugar cube in your tea. Don't drink it. Okay. So don't drink it.
Well, if tea's not your fancy, how about
Shine, shine.
an apple?
Ooh, Chris
Okay,
and the
I know.
apple.
Yeah.
You heard something being placed in front of you. Chris, here, I'll help. Here, I'm holding it in front of your teeth lurched forward to bite the apple.
The way that's
A sweet sensation spread throughout your mouth. That's right, just take a bite, Chris. Chris, don't eat so fast.
yeah. Whoa.
Chris, don't eat the... Your teeth clenched into something small and hard. Crack. Ooh.
Mm.
A bitter taste spread throughout your mouth.
Ralsei's finger? Oh.
No, don't eat the core, Chris. You felt a handkerchief wiping your face. Chris, you can open your eyes, you know. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Luke, you think something about that?
Yeah, I do. I have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it?
Well, keep saying don't eat the core. Aren't you like not supposed to eat an apple core because it's like poisonous?
Yeah, I think so.
So like, Chris just like speed ran that apple almost like to get to the core.
I think I see what you're putting down.
You know what I'm putting down here? Like that.
I think I see what you're putting down.
It's like he's.
It's like it's like they're
Chris,
like
they're self-aware like about like they want to like. I don't know, but like
Yeah.
I know with the whole apple core thing though, like you have to eat like a lot of apple cores in order to have, you know what I mean? Like it's bad
Yeah.
to eat it, but like if you have one, it's not really gonna harm you, I don't think. But if you but like I feel like that's like a maybe like that whole scene was kind of a thing where it's like Chris is aware and is actively trying to be like take themselves out or something.
Yeah, I
With
get
that, you know.
Mario Memer says, well, I gotta go. Bye, guys. Hey, have a good one, Mario.
Oh, look who is! I have returned.
Hey, Rules Guard, what's poppin'? What's going on? So yeah, let me read chat a little bit because I know we missed us some stuff. Because at the epic scene, I apologize. All right. So yeah. This reminds me of how demons are extremely hungry when they possess someone. Is that like,
yeah, that is true.
is that like a gumball reference?
No, that's like a thing.
Oh, well, I saw that one meme where it's like that one Gumball scene where like Gumball gets possessed by like the ghost girl and
Oh,
like
and then just eats everything.
yeah, but it, like they reanimated it so it's Chris. So
No, yeah, because that's like an actual thing with like like in possession movies or folklore or whatever. It's like they just start eating literally everything. And like even in there's this new movie that just came out called Bring Her Back. Excellent movie, by the way. I think
yeah.
if people are into horror like that, they should see it. But like there is like possession, like demon possession involved, and there's like scenes like depicting that sort of thing.
Yeah. Interesting. But yeah. I have a feeling we might get a visual on Des in the next chapter, the same way Gerson was revived through a Lightner's fond memories. Interesting. I mean, we did get like a little flashback with Des in chapter 3. It was like silhouetted, but still Des. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you beat the Roaring Knight, it does put its sword over Chris's shoulder, like it's knighting them. Yeah, true. Who do you think the knight is?
Des.
Luke thinks it's Des. I think it's Carol. Maybe we'll go into that in a little bit, but yeah. You can bite the apple on normal route, but you eat slower and avoid the core. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Maybe Chris eating the core hints to how stressed they are. Interesting. Okay. Technically poisonous, but people have myth busted it without dying. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought so. Like it. Yeah.
Good luck eating 200 apple core. Okay. I am so excited for thou streameth. Thank you, Rules. Really different tone. Have no Lancer and Rules in this world. I know.
So sad.
That's how you know things are getting serious.
Yeah. Why couldn't Lancer be there? I miss him.
Because Lancer is too epic. All right, anyway. So, now we play the piano. We fight Gerson. And we proceed. You know, like the weird route. What is this? Some sort of weird route? I can't believe that was actually a line that was said.
I know.
Things have taken a weird route, huh, Chris?
Or the Among Us.
Yeah, the Among Us reference is crazy too.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Crazy.
Did you see that? Among Us like posted like an Among Us reference in Deltarune.
Yes.
And then Toby was like
Removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Toby's a hilarious fella. Let me tell you. How unfortunate I am not in this chapter. Yes, I know. It's okay, Rules. You'll be in the next chapter. Don't worry. I just joined. Hey, Galactic Squirrel. Welcome to the stream. What's poppin'? All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to fight Gerson. Last time it was Luke that fought Gerson, but now it's me. So we'll see how well this goes.
Hell yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Am I killing every enemy? Yeah, because we're evil. Weird route.
I love the music that plays while you like that reference.
I know. Little Zelda.
Yep.
Toby loves the reference Zelda in these new chapters. It's crazy.
Gerson's theme is so good.
I know. Hey, yo, sup, says Ghost from Hollow Knight. Hey, what's poppin'?
My god, it's Ghost from Hollow Knight.
Hey, yo, Ghost from Hollow Knight. You excited for Silk Song? Luke was just telling me before stream that apparently they doubled down. That is coming out 2025. Isn't that right, Luke?
Yeah. I can't wait.
So Apple Juice is better says I think
we still have no I don't think we've really seen any gameplay or anything from it since like the 3 seconds from the direct, but they've now said twice it's coming this year, so.
I mean, you gotta.
Yeah.
So, but Apple Juice is Better says, I think it's Carol, because why would Des be crying out like she's helpless in the code, but she's vengeful and seems to be on a mission as the knight? Doesn't really connect. Yeah, I think it's...
Oh, it is Dragon Quest.
Oh, the joining fanfare is from Dragon Quest. Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. But, yeah, no, the knight is just so weird. Like, obviously they have a connection to Gaster because of the holes in the hand and them being in the bunker. Obviously they have a lot of connections to both Des and Carol. Carol, in my opinion, there's a lot more evidence for that. She references the soul. She has a big katana. The knight uses a big, like, sword. Definitely more swords than bats. And I know the knight did have a bat, you know. People say that Lost Girl is in Black Knife, but I'm pretty sure that what people are hearing is not Lost Girl, but actually the chase. So, but yeah, and then also the phone. Carol's on the phone. Carol says like, I'll be there shortly after Susie gets the guitar, and then Carol appears weird bubbly dark text. Obviously that aligns with the knight in the bunker, so it's all very confusing. But people say like it doesn't match Carol's personality with the knight or a farm and everything. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I think that Carol is working with the knight, but I don't think Carol is the knight.
See, that's interesting because like I don't know. I feel like there's something more going on. Though I will say though, something that people haven't really been bringing up about the knight is their whole appearance and sort of like the way they can like morph and shift is very similar to the amalgamates from Undertale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I will say that's also another connection to Gaster because Gaster's entry 17, I'm pretty sure, is like, you can't get it in normal gameplay, but it would be an entry that follows up with Alphys's ones in the True Lab, where the amalgamates are.
I see someone was saying, loading says, also the fact that Asgore has a black crystal, he might have fought the knight and won.
Yeah.
I mean, that is interesting. That's an interesting take.
However, we do know that's also another evidence for Carol though, because Asgore and Carol are working together in the light world, and Carol could, if she was the knight, could just give a black shard to Asgore.
That is, yeah, true.
So
I think Dessa's consciousness is trapped in the code, but her body and amalgamation being the knight, perhaps with Asgore.
interesting.
That is interesting.
All right, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in.
Yeah, lock in. I'll like, if anything crazy happens in chat, I'll.
Now, feel free to keep answering chat.
Okay. This boss fight is so good.
I know. God damn, the shell.
That shell attack is what I think is like the hardest one he has.
Yeah. It like follows you or something. It's hard to tell.
I'm sorry, Asgore possibly fighting the knight just makes me think of Death getting hit by a car theory again.
I've seen all the memes on those.
That's so funny.
Have you seen the memes on those, Luke? Or no?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
With that one animation.
I think you sent me that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Asgore hitting Death. How did that like theory or like, I guess theory even like come to be? Like, I feel like I never saw anything about that until like chapter 4 came out, and then I just saw it like being memed everywhere. Like, is it like an actual like theory, or was it just like a shitpost someone made?
I think it has to do with the fact that Asgore got removed from the chief of police.
Oh.
And obviously the mayor would have the authority to do that, so they think it has something to do with this. But other than that, I don't know what other evidence there is.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to the Titan fight this stream.
Yes, we'll try.
There's extra dialogue in the Gerson fight if you don't hit him for long enough.
Really?
Oh, that isn't. I didn't know that. Just doesn't make sense to me. If Carol is a knight, how is she in her house and in the church at the same time?
Okay, so with that, I want to say, people are like, you know, the timeline thing. But for me, my playthrough, Gerson, you cheeky. But for my playthrough, I didn't, like, I did Noelle's house first, and then I went to Castletown. So for me, there is a perfect time for Carol to go into the church. Because while I was in Castletown, you could go into the church and make the Dark Fountain.
We did hear about the Neo Woody theory being crafted.
Interesting. Gerson, rah.
I don't know the meme. Apparently, it was made way before Chapter 4, but got popularized when both chapters came out. Okay, cool. Wait, Neo Woody theory makes sense. Wait, did the Neo Woody theory already come out?
I think it did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to look this up.
It's like a video that Spooky Dude made.
When did...
I think it might have came out today.
We started the stream, like, about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And you have not missed much. We did the tea party, like, dialogue that we had missed last stream, and then we're going to do the dialogue that we had missed with
the piano.
With the piano with Susie.
In the light world.
In the light world, yep. In the church.
Man.
Then how was she in the church when I instantly went to the church after leaving her house?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's confusing. All right.
I'm working on a theory that Carol, Asgore, and Alvin were the original Delta warriors, and there is a cult-like cycle the town has to do, explaining why Asgore is a shadow crystal. Well, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
The quiz on board 3 is too interesting to be scrapped, honestly. Don't know what that means.
For chapter 3. How there was never a third board.
Oh, yes. Luke, do you think the Gerson it's so fat? Wait, what?
What are they saying?
Luke, do you think the Gerson it's so fat? You're saying, do I think Gerson's fat? No.
Gerson has like a 6-pack.
He's big boned.
Gerson has a 6-pack, abs. Actually, no, Gerson has like a 10-pack, actually.
Well, but he's also a turtle, so like, that's like how, you know what I mean? That's just kind of how they are.
It's the shell.
Yeah.
Oh, the entirety of board 3 is still in the files?
Oh, really?
Oh, that's funny. Why did it not go through? Do we have a reason for that or no? I know, like, they should have, if it was like good, then they should have like put it in. Like, you know how you can get like a Susie's little Susie-Zilla mini game? They should have
unused third board. One of them talks about Asgore's favorite Western series that got canceled, which the quiz goes over.
Oh.
Gerson fat theory. Wait, is that like? Was that just something you made up? That's not an actual theory,
no,
right? I was like, okay.
That's not an actual theory. The Koopa. Stomping Koopas. Toby saw
no
that.
Official reason, guessing it killed pacing.
Toby saw that Chris Pratt thing, was like, nah, we ain't stopping no Koopas anymore. I love Gerson's little spin. Guys, do you think Gerson can beat the knight? Because I think he can.
Yeah, board 3 is a very Asgore focused board. I think it's canceled because it might reveal chapter 5 too much.
Ah.
That would be interesting. Yeah, maybe. Is this the streamer that died to Jackenstein?
No. That was a different guy. Let's go. All right.
The Eggman says he goes to harvest the wheat in Sunday, which is when chapter 5 takes place.
True.
Yeah.
Ow. All right, now we can heal. I wish we could use items. I wish we could use items.
They never did.
Board 3, people are saying board 3 is removed for pacing reasons, though it would reveal too much. It would have actually been removed and not just unused.
Ah.
I know that on board 3 there was an unused I know that in board 3 that was not used in Deltarune in chapter 3, they talk about canceled cowboy show that Asgore watched, and that's the Neo Woody theory. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So, is the Neo Woody theory that Woody will appear in chapter 5 now? Is that the theory? Because Asgore has a TV in his house? I like it, you know? After Woody theory, you have to make a Woody theory too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tricky. Ah, ooh. Yeesh.
The Woody theory is like the best theory I've like maybe ever read ever.
It was so compelling. I would love to see a game that just has Woody inspired character as a secret boss. Yeesh, Gerson. Yeesh.
Tell me some slack.
I'm so dead. Yeesh. So Susie's weapon is confirmed to be a hairbrush. Hi.
Whoa, whoa.
Let's go. I think we
So you
did
beat
it.
him, right? Yeah, that's it.
Also my second try.
Hell yeah.
We can never do first though. Because that's apparently what gets you in unique dialogue.
Oh. I mean, secret bosses became a bunch of fan services at this point. Spamton Nia was just Mettaton Nia's fight that we never got to play, and Gerson is Gerson. Yeah, and he is also similar to Undyne's fight.
Yeah.
I don't rule out Friend Inside Me in chapter 5. Yeah, I mean, especially if the Dark World, like the Dark Fountain, is going to be in Asgore's flower shop, having like Flowey kind of be.
You think that
In
would
it?
be a secret boss? Flowey secret boss?
I think so.
Or do you think we'll get something completely different like how we did for chapter 3?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if I feel like the only two big Undertale characters we haven't like had any real mention of is Papyrus and Flowey. So like Flowey being in the flower shop, I feel like would check out, you know? So we're saying there's way too much frost in the chat box.
That reference to Snowgrave.
I don't know.
Also, we're at 40 viewers. Hey! Hey, everyone. Hi. All right, now I can finally look at chat because I'm done fighting Gerson. The GOAT. That was to his log, yes. All right, so we can do the piano dialogue now. Yay. Save that. Then we can do this. Luke, tell me what the chat's saying. Anything that you missed, Luke, from before or no?
The piano dialogue.
No, I'm saying in chat.
Oh, in chat?
Yeah. Specifically mentioned as a cowboy puppet show. Ah, interesting. So that like ties into Spamton and everything. Okay.
Still haven't seen what's behind the police lines in hometown. That is true.
Apparently, the next Dark World will heavily be themed with pink and gold. Yes, and a garden with jealousy and inferno or whatever, which perfectly describes Asgore's flower shop and Asgore, because Asgore in Undertale uses fire magic and is also jealous. So, you know. I'd be upset if Flowey was in Chapter 5. Someone like him would be cool, but not him exactly. I mean, I think it'll be like a Flowey inspired thing. I don't think it'll just be Flowey.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there'll be a Flowey counterpart. I think so. I think Flowey is going to probably be in Chapter 5 in some capacity.
Yeah. And also, with the stuff with like the different colored flowers being like the different souls and everything, like,
yeah,
it just gotta be like something important, you know? Also, when I was doing this save file, I was literally like at the end, you know, in the beginning when you have to like dodge the Knight's Blades. Yeah. I was like literally at the end of that. Like I was able to do it, but like I was like, oh my God, I'm at the end. And I got hit a bunch and I died before I could actually see what happens.
Dang.
Yeah. I cry.
Interesting how we haven't seen Muppet in Deltarune, and there's a line of dialogue referencing her in Chapter 4. I think we might end up seeing her at the festival.
What dialogue specifically? Because I think the only reason we haven't seen Muppet is because Muppet is a Kickstarter character. So
I just hope there's some sort of homage to Pedally, the fan secret boss of Chapter 3.
I don't know about like Pedally is already a reference to Flowey, and I think if we get a reference to Flowey, would that count for a reference to Pedally? I don't know.
Alvin is also working with the Knight, and he's the one who opened the dark fountain in the church and the one hiding in the closet.
GG's, by the way. Hey, thank you. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Alvin doesn't have horns, though, which is like a very distinct characteristic of the Knight.
Oh, they're saying Muppet is referenced if you donate 10,000 gold.
Oh, to the water, the fountain. Okay.
I agree. Markers Place fountain is going to be opened in Chapter 5 in Asgore Flower Shop. Yeah, I mean, I
think it just has to be.
I'm gonna be surprised if it isn't in the flower shop. I'll be more surprised if it isn't.
Yeah, and I could see a thing where it's like, you know, Susie and Noelle are hanging out or whatever, and then like maybe one of them's like, oh, let's go get some flowers or whatever, or maybe like, I don't know, Birdley is like at the flower shop or something. I could see it. You know, the festival has a lot of ties to flowers. The mayor is having people buy flowers from the flower shop to set up for the festival. So it could be a thing where maybe Asgore's like, Chris, could you go to the flower shop real quick? I just need some more flowers for my display or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Or like we're walking by and see the dark fountain is open in there.
Yeah.
You know.
You guys got good theories? Let's go. Will the festival be Halloween a theme?
I hope.
That'd be cool.
It would be. Imagine if all of the flowers turn into human-like characters as a reference to the 6 fallen humans from Undertale.
See, I think it'd be fun if they were like Power Rangers, like a Power Ranger type group.
Like they all like have to like become one and they become some massive being.
Yeah, imagine like they like go into like a big flower robot, and I think that like they'll have like 6 antagonists. Like it'll be that group. Because like we know like Asgore has like comics and talks to Alphys a lot about like anime and such, so I could see it. I don't know.
Asgore sees Sans and Toriel at the festival and decides to go back to his shop and finds a dark fountain there.
Maybe.
I actually, that's probably like...
Or wait, because like, you know, Asgore keeps getting Toriel flowers. Asgore goes back to the flower shop to give her flowers.
And then yeah, maybe.
And it's like, a flower shop. Why is it so dark in here? Pray for Noelle. Hey Chris, don't. Look, I like breaking stuff too, but your name's on here too, idiot.
Don't the flowers represent the members of the Dreamers and Holidays, as there are 7 and there's 7 each, and Asgore really likes misses the past?
I I think it's more closely resembles the human souls. It's like it has the exact same colors. Like, and it's described as such too.
All right, let's do this dialogue.
All right, here we go. Piano.
Actually, a keyboard. It.
Susie calls it piano, so. I'm not saying you should join choir, but. Sorry, when she said, I don't think you should join choir, I was thinking of the Deltarune meme where it's like, that fucking bird that I hate. And it's like Birdly.
Bruh.
Kind of reminds me of something. Chris is pissed.
Listen.
Yeah. All right, listen. We listen this time. It'd be cool if the secret boss was Asgore.
That would be sick.
I think that'd be nice. Someone already did like a fan music track if like weaving in the freedom motif in there. So one of the places I used to live, there was like this plaza, and they put this public piano on it. So I started playing it, thinking, you know, it might be fun. But I guess maybe because I was so bad, or because I just looked like I shouldn't be playing, they told me I wasn't allowed to play it. So I backed off. And then they let someone else play. Someone better. I don't know. I don't know why I expected I'd be able to play it. It's what I thought then. That night, when no one else was around, I came back. And you know what I did? I smashed it. Yeah, I smashed the piano. I don't really know if I broke it or not, but I hit it as hard as I could. Hard enough to do some damage. And I ran. A week ago, if I knew you did piano, I probably would have just hated that about you. But now, I kind of just want to hear you play. Oh. Damn, I got weird there for a second.
Weird.
Weird route. She says the same thing in the regular route too. So probably made you want to stop playing even more, huh? Okay, so we're supposed to say, "I'll never play again," right? Right, chat? Correctamundo, chat. We're supposed to say, "I'll never play again." Oh. It could be a secret / final boss. Yeah, maybe. Like a night thing. Like we have Night Asgore. I'm not saying like Night Asgore, like Asgore's a knight, but I'm saying like, you know, Asgore is the secret boss, but also the final boss, just like the knight in chapter 3. Choose the top option.
I'll never play again.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll never play again. Ooh, what?
What was that sound?
That was the same like biting sound.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. Whoa. What happened? You started saying something.
Bit
Bit their own
tongue.
hand, yeah. No, I think they bit their hand. Then
bit
you
your
like
hand.
bit the hell out of your hand. Damn, it's gonna bruise. Damn, I shouldn't have told that story. Forget it. Damn, Chris. What they doing though? Obviously, Chris did not want us to say that.
No.
Because Chris likes playing the piano. And they hate us. They hate us.
Hate the player.
Hate. All right. So I think that's well, we need to do the
that's it.
Gerson thing.
Yeah.
And then we can progress.
Yep.
This is a joke, guys. The final boss of Deltarune is the 7 Star Walker souls. There has been a Star Walker in every chapter, and there's probably going to be 7 chapters. Interesting. I have a theory. Gerson is Donatello. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja
That's what I was
Turtle.
thinking. It sounds a bit like when we put the thorn in Noelle's hand.
But it's also the same exact sound from eating the apple.
Yeah, true.
So, hey, old man, you sleeping in here? I mean, I think this is the same, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Gerson's dead. It's kind of weird that Alvin though would just like keep his
ashes,
his dead father, because that's supposed to be buried.
True, that is supposed to be. Yeah, wait, and isn't there literally a grave?
Yes.
Gerson.
So it must have been like a different object
Yeah.
he put in. That makes me think maybe in chapter 2 that he dug up the hammer or something.
Well, I mean, because like it's not that weird for people to keep someone's ashes, but well,
Well,
no,
there's a
normally for
grave
people.
for him though.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's pretty
And that's what you're
weird.
supposed to do for monsters. So,
True. And not to mention, yeah, it's like you normally keep the ashes of your pet, not your like relative.
sometimes. It depends. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference? Yes. Starwalker is actually the most important character in Deltarune. Yeah. Starwalker's gonna be the angel, guys. Trust.
Starwalker's angel.
I mean, Starwalker resembles the save point. And what is the most like powerful like thing you can interact with in Undertale? The save point. So. All hail the original Starwalker.
Chapter 2, he was mumbling about, was it all right for him to have done something with this hammer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he dug it up. So, I don't know.
I mean, I think he did. Yeah.
Do you know about Asgore's favorite cowboy show that got canceled? Also, hey, welcome to stream. Yeah, I mean, it was referenced in chapter 3, and I know that there's unused stuff for chapter 3's third board, that references like Asgore's cowboy stuff, Asgore's canceled cowboy show, and it has something to do with puppets. So, yeah. Did you are you referencing the Woody theory too? The squeakquel, one might say.
The squeakquel. Oh my god.
remember that movie, guys?
Woody Theory 2 Electric Boogaloo.
For real.
Oh yeah, that is true. The dust is equivalent of the corpse and not the ashes.
Yeah.
Imagine walking to your local church and find a corpse in the priest's office. I mean, that's like literally what just happened.
Yeah, literally. He's like, what the fuck? What the hell?
What the hell, Leonte?
Rule says, I keep with the ashes of my worms. Oh no, Rules, your worms. They perished? No.
I like to keep my worms in my pockets and just touch them and fidget with them throughout the day.
That was so random. Okay. Nobody's gonna do a gag in chapter 7 where you use Starwalker to save somewhere you're not usually supposed to.
Wait, that actually would be really funny.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could like actually see that happening.
Yeah, Starwalker's like a save point, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
And then like it just morphs into Starwalker. It's like, hey, stop.
From the idea before, I'd imagine the knight might either slash through the death's visualization in chapter 5 or hesitate or something while it's involved, and I think she'd certainly have a reaction. It'd be even crazier if that corpse was the priest's father. I mean, that is, yeah.
Hate to break it to you, but
the fake Starwalker is the angel, and the original Starwalker will have to sacrifice himself to stop them. That's the ending of the prophecy. Wait, what happened to Chris's knife in the Dark World?
yeah, I don't
Is
know.
it Ralsei?
People think it's Ralsei.
I mean, it would make sense because it's like Chris's knife does, like Ralsei lives to serve. It's like serving the blade, or the blade serving you, I guess. I don't know.
But about that one, what that one person said about like the knight slashing through the death's visualization, I just really hope that Noelle is in another Dark World, and I think maybe in chapter 5, because we're supposedly supposed to be going to the festival with her and Susie. So
I want to go Birdly.
Birdly is in the hospital or is gonna be like alone because he's a gamer. But like I hope she's in chapter 5, and I hope that like she gets to like see the knight. Like I just want Noelle to see the knight and say something, be like,
Yeah.
Is that my long lost cousin or whatever? I don't know.
That would be crazy. Yes.
No, it's like what's a Christmas name? What's a Christmas name?
Holly.
Oh no, it's my cousin. It's my cousin Santa or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, like my cousin Tinsel.
My cousin Tinsel is here. Dark World from Timu. That's crazy.
The whole festival becomes a fountain, saying the whole town into one. That'd be cool. By the way, Doesn't Susie getting red eyes while opening the fountain kind of confirm the direct relationship between red and determination? Because otherwise, why are they not yellow in that scene?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe Toby was like, I just think it'd be really cool if she had red eyes in this one scene. I don't know. Okay. By the way, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Yo, you guys, what do you think the next Dark World theme will be? Are you talking about just like atmosphere and vibe? We had like TV time. Now we have like church holy. I think maybe for chapter 5, if it's in the flower shop, I could see it being a comic book theme. I know people have already said that,
Comic
but
book theme. That would be kind of interesting.
yeah, because Asgore has like comic books and stuff.
Yeah,
And is like apparently a big fan of those because Asgore hangs out with Alphys and talks about it with her. So
That would actually be dope.
yeah, that's why I think like Power Rangers, like the colored flowers would be cool. You know,
That would be so cool. That would be really cool.
and maybe Alphys goes to the Dark World and is like, oh my god, my manga is real. Oh my god, the One Piece is real.
I'd lose my mind if that happened.
We get to finally get like Shanks like characterization and backstory in Deltarune, not even in One Piece.
Dragon does something in Deltarune. Dragon's the knight.
Dragon is the knight. Susie is a dragon. So for real. Yeah, maybe Alvin never buried the ashes and the hammer since the outside of the glass container is so clean. Ooh,
Yeah, true.
I could also see Alvin like cleaning it off after he brings it home or something. I don't know.
I mean, that too, yeah. You know that Wingblade is actually a weapon you can get, but somehow turns into an enemy?
Oh yeah, that is from earlier in the before sequence. Yeah.
It's,
I think I got it. Yeah, the wing glade. You mean
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
it's a devil fruit that turns an item into...
Oh wait. What do you mean by a double for that turns an item into?
No, it's like, remember in Alabasta they talk about how like a gun can eat a devil fruit?
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like the Wingblade is like,
A devil fruit user
yeah.
has the whatever, the one that Mr. One has.
I think it's so funny how the piano moves.
Fakey, I am hereth, says the knight. Hey, welcome the knight. What's poppin'?
Could you imagine the chapter 5 Dark World changes locations depending on the route, like the weird route being on the graveyard and the normal one being in the flower shop? That would be so sick.
That'd be really cool.
I would really like that.
That'd be awesome.
You know the prophecy mentioning 4 people instead of 3?
Fakey, why was your last stream at 3 a.m. for you? Because that was the only time that worked for both of us.
Yeah.
So otherwise we just wouldn't have had a stream. So that's what the VODs are there for, guys. If you miss out on the stream, you always got the VODs. So One Piece in Deltarune. We will find the One Piece in chapter 7. Yes, rules. Yeah, the One Piece was in Deltarune the entire time. Forget how you. Oh yeah, there you go. Up here, we got the revive mint. We're gonna need those revive mints. I feel like for something, not even in this chapter, but
In general.
yeah, because I needed like so many revive mints for the night.
I didn't have a single revive mint for the night.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
no
have
wonder
any.
why you haven't beat it yet.
Yeah. I literally like just didn't receive any from...
The gumball machine?
Yeah. And I like used all of my stuff. I just said screw it and then just started fighting it.
Did you get the S rank prizes from Ram or no?
Yeah, I never got a revive mint, I don't think.
Really? I thought you did get one for an S rank.
I mean, you probably do, and I just like missed it, which would be on brand for how I am.
Okay, Luke. The Iron Knight is here. Yes.
The one Pippus is real.
One Peepus. Yes. Oh, so I am Beef Boss? Yeah. You know.
We do know about the Asgore running deaths over the car meme.
Yeah. I think it's funny. It's referencing that one open season scene. Literally.
Oh my god, it is!
Yes.
Dude, it would be kind of funny if the real identity of the knight was just a random character and all the connections weren't intended. That would be funny.
That would be.
It's Alphys.
Oh my god, Alphys Knight. She just wants to create her fanfiction IRL. You know the prophecy mentioning 4 people instead of 3? I have heard slightly about that.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, because like it goes like, we might see it here shortly, but so yeah, it goes like the first hero, and then we saw Ralsei before, and then it goes like the girl, and then it says like something else when it shows like a rude buster image.
Wait, so could the girl be Noelle?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's so vague. Because it could, like, it doesn't have the antlers, but it also doesn't have, like, characteristics of Susie either. Like, it doesn't have an axe. It has, like, a sword. Which is weird.
It's Carol.
Oh, my God. Carol.
Nah.
Carol is part of the prophecy. Carol's the monster.
I mean, Noelle would make sense being in the prophecy. You
That's
know
what
what I mean?
I'm saying. That's why I think, like...
That would be kind of... And, like, it's Noelle... Or not... Yeah, Noelle sacrificing herself. That would be kind of cool.
That's what I'm thinking. It's either, like, the, Noelle's, like, the angel... Oh, wait. I don't know why I did that. That's why I think, like, Noelle's, like, the angel, or, like, maybe replacing Susie for one of those.
Yeah, maybe. Someone asked if you're gonna do a no-hit night run.
I might do one on my own time, or maybe for stream. I don't know.
I would say that'd be a long stream.
Would it? If I set like my save file right from the night fight.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I've been pretty gamer. I don't know. I think maybe like a couple hours I could do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's crazy though that people like did it like first try.
I know.
Or not even first try, but like the day it released.
I literally was seeing videos of that.
Yeah.
I don't know
Mystic
how that's
Slime
impossible.
did that, which you should go check out their content because it's pretty good. But yeah, Mystic Slime did that, and like they just like they were talking about the Nintendo Switch too, as they were like no hitting the night. I was like, okay, cool.
That's so gangster. Like that's actually so cold.
All right, let me use Rude Buster because they're pretty low, right? Maybe.
Asgore has been framed by the annoying dog. In Chapter 3, Tenna mentions that he made a deal with the Knight to be able to keep entertained forever, and then reveals that he did what Chris told him to do, which enables Chris's damage boost. Basically, the 4 people prophecy theory says the prophecy might be out of order, and the 4 people are the cage, the girl with hope crossing her heart, the prince, and the last girl.
Yes. Because this is different.
Oh, yeah.
We got it right here as you just read it out. And the last was a girl. So yeah, it says the last, specifically not the second, which is what is sort of implied the girl would be. Yeah. And this is like explicitly Susie because it has the Rude Buster. So yeah.
Rudy Knight theory. Yes.
I can't wait for Toby to make the Knight a completely new character that's not Des or Carol. I can also kind of see that too. Obviously, it has to have ties with the holiday, but I can honestly see that, like, it being like this being, because like I said, it has a relation to Gaster with the holes in the hands and the amalgamates as well from Undertale, which is just like the appearance and it being able to morph and everything. So like, I could see it being a creation of Gaster. I don't know. Maybe based off of Des. And maybe Carol's working with Gaster to get Des. And maybe Gaster is using remnants of Des to like sort of enact out the prophecy being the Knight. I don't know. Just, I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah.
So.
I think that means me. Yeah, wait, because could Susie also be like labeled as like the dragon in the prophecy?
Yeah, the dragon.
And not the girl?
Dragon or the girl. Either work, honestly. Rudy Knight theory. Hey, what's poppin'? Welcome to stream.
The implication being that... Oh, Ralsei says that the prophecy always appears somewhere else, so what if the identity of the second hero changes depending on the route you choose? A normal route in Susie and Noelle in weird route.
Yeah, I also like that. I think that could also be possible too.
The implication being that Tenna's Knight is Chris, and since we see that Chris can blitz through the city, then Chris Knight theory is still barely alive. Nah, Chris Knight theory is dead.
Luke said that. Yeah. I just want to say, guys, you know, The neutral take was right. We got a little bit of an in-between. Chris is not the knight, but Chris is very obviously implied to be working with the knight. So, see in this one, see? Yeah, so it's different because it says the last, and now it says the second hero.
The girl.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, the knight has holes in their hands. Yep.
The knight with the wrong knight could just be some random bloke pretending to be a knight. Yo, fraud roaring knight theory.
I mean, the knight do be aura farming and do be getting like no hit run on the first day of the release. So maybe they are a fraud. I don't know.
Yeah.
The knight also completely dipped after they saw Duel Buster in action. So I've seen. It's crazy. All right, I don't want to like go into this too much because like that's not like the sort of vibe I want to give off. But like, it is so crazy that now we have agenda rune now. Have you seen that, Luke, or no?
No.
Yeah, all the agenda rune with like the knight. Like, knight can only do stuff in cutscenes. Toby, give me a cutscene. I need the win. This is base Susie we're up against or whatever.
Oh my god. Picture that's holding the sword to me looks exactly like Susie. The sword is weird, but the silhouette looks like Susie, and the panel that says "At last the girl" doesn't look like Rude Buster. Yeah, because
Well, at last the
know.
girl does look like a Rude Buster. It is like the Rude Buster symbol. It's because the Rude Buster has like the 3 arcs, and that's what that symbol was. And yeah, the second was the girl. Does look like Susie more than Noelle, I would say, but it's like vague enough to where it could be either one of them.
Yeah.
So because like Susie has like a sword, and Noelle, if you take Noelle's pencil, you get the Jingle Blade, which is a sword. So I'm saying it can apply for either of them. I don't think it's explicitly one or the other. I think it can apply to either of them, and that's why I like the theories where it's like weird route, maybe Noelle takes over Susie, or that like maybe there's like 4 of them. So 'cause it's weird that Noelle's not in the prophecy, because she's just like so like heavily tied within the plot.
Yeah.
So
The roaring cutscene. Fraud had to spawn a Titan to only slow down base Susie.
yeah. See, look, this also can apply to both of them too. Love finds his way to the girl.
Wait, there's hidden flavor dialogue in the night fight if you no hit the bastard. Being that Chris coughs and the knight nods in agreement and next turns you. Yeah,
we know.
I think we did know about that.
We know about that.
That's so I think that's such a cool detail.
That also goes into like the agenda rune. It's like Chris is like, wrap it up, knight. You're getting no dipped or whatever. So, like I said, I'm not like a power scale or whatever, like too into the agenda stuff, like for like other series and stuff. But I think it's funny.
Or aren't we killing everything?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Sorry, it's just like in my bones. You know, Luke, it's in my bones.
I get, yeah. No, I get it.
Like I default to just acting. So. Damn. That black shard also be doing a ton to just regular darkness too.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
Love find its way to the girl makes extremely different implications than normal and weird route. I feel like the girl on the mural is Noelle for sure. She was actually supposed to go with Chris in chapter 1 when Alphys wanted them to go get chalk, but Susie showed up.
True.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I don't think Susie's supposed to be here, much like the soul. Oh my gosh, that's...
Yeah. See, let's look at this. Like, so we could take like that top part as like, okay, that's like Susie's
It's
nose. Yeah, like that's Susie's nose. Or yeah, it could be a hood, or it could be her hair. Like it's the hair at the top and her face is like somewhere more in the middle, you know? So that's why it's vague enough it could fit both of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't, like the sword fits more with Noelle than it does Susie.
Yeah, Susie, I feel like it'd be an axe.
Yeah. Also, let us know if there's any like weird route dialogue we missed or need to get in this section.
Noelle wanted to go Susie, not Chris. Never thought of that before, actually. Forgot Alphys told Noelle to go with Chris at first. I know, yeah, me too. Funnily enough, I do power scale sometimes, and making agenda is a good chunk of it. Currently defaming the fraud Wile E. Coyote. I don't get it.
That to me again?
Funnily enough, I do power scale sometimes, and making agenda is a good chunk of it. Currently defaming the fraud Wile E. Coyote.
Interesting.
The bell enemy only exists for the sake of puns. Yeah. Well, I don't... making a chapter 5 bingo card. Have anything you want to add to it?
Ooh, interesting. Also, welcome to stream. I don't know. Well, obviously you have to add Asgore, Flower Shop, Dark World. You have to add Noelle will appear in chapter 5, Dark World. I don't know. I don't know what else. What other predictions for chapter 5 you got, Luke? I don't know.
The Festival Dark Fountain.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that at last the girl is referring to Noelle. The symbol looks more like the act button. Rude Buster's more angular.
I guess, but like, I don't know.
It would have been better if she asked Jockington to go with Chris Deltarune if it was good for real, for real.
I really want Jockington and Caddy to like be in a Dark World. Like, is that like too much to ask? I don't know.
Yeah, I still want Caddy and Jockington in the Dark World, either as a boss or party members or both.
That's what I'm saying.
Deltarune of Toby locked in. Noelle uses act more than fight because her attack is horrendous.
Well, she also uses well, actually, technically for her, she doesn't have an act. It's technically magic. So.
True. I don't want to make a video that's Hammer of Justice, but it's all Deltarune jokes and theories.
Interesting.
Good luck with that. Hope you can make it.
All right, chat. This time I won't be like the dad from the mobile gaming ads. That was so funny though.
That was.
I will say.
That was hilarious. It was like what, 2 a.m. our time? No, it had to have been later. Wait, no, yeah, it had to have been like 2 a.m. our time.
Yeah.
And
I was just like failing the waterfall thing.
We started to stream like 10 p.m. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I have chapter 5 weird route ending. Flower King Dark World, Jockington or Caddy in Dark World, Asgore flashback story. Ooh. Directly play as Noelle in weird route. That's all I have right now. And the bingo board.
That'd be nice.
For chapter 5.
I would also put like another like death secret maybe in chapter 5, like how we got in chapter 3.
Asgore hits death with car.
Yeah, do you think if we get Flower Shop Dark World, Asgore's truck will be a darkner? Runs over the night.
That would be crazy.
Run! Remember this from the trailer?
Yes.
Remember how it was flipped?
I do actually. Yeah. Yeah, what was with that?
I don't know. Toby really did not want us to see the other side.
Nah, I'm a lock in. Immediately get skill issued.
I forgot she has the magic button instead. Yeah.
I feel like Death Knight's gonna either be confirmed or deconfirmed in chapter 5. I agree.
It has to be.
I agree. I 100% think we're gonna learn. If we don't learn the identity of the knight in chapter 5, I think we're going to like get things like like people we think deconfirmed. Absolutely.
Yeah. Carol also has to be a big part in chapter 5 because that's when the festival is going to be happening, and Carol's like setting up the festival.
Yeah.
So
I saw someone earlier say, what if the festival was behind the police tape?
Ooh.
I think that would actually be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
I could see that would actually make like a lot of sense too. Why we like, because like they're not gonna be able to set up a whole ass festival like that overnight. So like it being set up back there so no one can mess with it, and then we go to a whole new area, like that would be kind of peak.
Yeah. Have I gotten the egg in chapter 4 yet? No, I know you can get it in this section, but you can also get in the Sanctuary 3. So
We're getting the egg, right?
yeah.
I don't know. I never got the egg. I don't know anything about the egg thing for chapter 4, so that'll be all new for me.
Yeah, let me just backtrack a little bit. Just
Yeah,
so
people are saying because we missed it.
yeah, let me backtrack a little bit.
If you talk to the man behind the tree in chapter 3, says that in chapter 5 he'll be harvesting wheat. Harvesting wheat, hold your breath and walk 100 steps to the left. So that so what implications does that have for chapter 5?
That takes place in a garden.
Yeah.
Because crops and stuff.
Can't wait to bird route the festival.
Oh my god. But yeah, what's actually gonna happen with Birdly in the festival?
I don't know. I mean, he's probably not. I feel like in the weird route, he just won't be there because he'll be in the hospital. And then in the normal route, he'll just like be there.
Nah, like Birdly's like in like a hospital gown and like with the IV, and it's just like slowly walking towards like Chris, Noel, and Susie's like,
So, either one of you want to go to the festival with me?
and then they all say no, and then he gets snow-graved again in the light world.
Toby seeing the fandom lose their minds over the night, knowing full well that Jerry is the night.
Jerry is the knight though.
Don't give me this is interesting because I had this thought a little bit too. Don't get me wrong, all signs do point to Des, and I think it's her, but I also think it's too convenient. It might be a subversion.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say though, like I'm saying, like I'm not 100% convinced on either side because I do think there's something more going on. But like for me, there's like actually like more like substantial and like bigger evidence for Carol than Des.
Therapy sessions with Fakey and Luke. Oh yeah. Gamers never die.
Gamers never die.
Yeah, wait, do you guys think actually like, I mean, Birdly's not dead, but like, do you think Birdly will die or like Birdly just will never die?
I hope he doesn't die.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
I
like
feel like he
weird
might
route-
though. Yeah, I think he might. Or like Chris like unplugs his life support or something. Like
That would be us, the player, because Chris was the one that put him
true, yeah.
in the bed, so that'd be us, the player. We unplug Birdly's life support, but no, like, because like in the weird route, Snowgrave is described as fatal, and Birdly,
I was like, Birdly looks like he's got fatal injuries.
yeah, but like he seems to be fine for the most part. Like he's just like in a coma.
Malleus also mentions that he needs someone with gluten experience to make new fusions. Wheat, gluten. It all makes sense now. If the Chapter 5 Dark World is comic book theme, we need a super goofy villain as the main boss, like Doofenshmirtz, but slightly evil. They'd be helping the Knight destroy the world because they're comically evil. No, that would actually be really... I feel like that would actually... It's Sans.
Sans like,
I was gonna buy your mom flowers, but I'm here.
Kind of off topic with the stream. What made you think of your username?
oh, my username? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm actually editing the Q&A video right now that someone actually does ask me that question of how I got my username. So just stay tuned for that. So you'll see that. It's actually kind of a funny story, but you'll see it in the video.
In Undertale, monsters fall down for a while before they die properly.
Yeah, so Birdly's in like a sick state, like the falling
It's
down.
like coma.
Yeah. And then like, but he will die later. I don't know.
I have a theory that the weird route determines if Rudy dies or not. I feel like that also could
I feel
be.
like Rudy has to go into Dark World, like, so that Noel can like try to heal him. Like that just has to happen because it's hinted at in chapter 2 with like anything could be healed with a little spell.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I hope he never wakes up but doesn't die. He should suffer. I love him, but he deserves it.
Hey yo, that's crazy.
Birdly surely is in some kind of no grave. Say that again.
Birdly, things are getting weird with Birdly.
Oh, I thought they were saying that the bunker has an adult Titan in it instead of the hatchling infant we fight in 4.
Ooh.
That actually would be really cool.
That'd be cool. Because like the Titans have to be like way bigger than that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that one, it was like a literal hatchling.
I wrote you the letter.
Don't forget. That's the name of the theme. Come on, say something, old man.
Left, left. Left, left. Right, right. Left, right. Guys, it's like a rhythm game.
OMG, what if Susie's magic? It's so good she can heal Rudy. That'd be cool. That would be really cool.
I'm not gonna lie. In like lore wise, Ralsei is like told to be like the best healer and everything. But like Ralsei like only heals like 30 or something. Like 30 HP.
Gotta love how chapter 5 might shape up to either be giving my friend Eco death by killing her girlfriend and best friend, or I miss my wife Chris. I miss her a lot. I can't wait for a fight against a full-grown Titan. For real. If that thing was a baby Titan, then what would an adult be like? I know. I don't know.
Susie doesn't attack. I made Susie attack and she doesn't attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she chose not to.
Chris, what the hell are you doing? It's the old man. Chris, why doesn't he recognize me?
With Death of the Knight, who's the lost person in the code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lost person in the code, like that's also another thing is like the lost person in the code like is describing like being trapped and like not really knowing or seeing anything, which is kind of the opposite of what is the knight, because like the knight is pretty free to do whatever they want. So oh yeah, Susie won't attack anymore. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, Susie's stood in my way. I knew it. I screwed up.
Susie has already surpassed Ralsei in human, especially with the right build, so Ralsei now only has Pacify going for him. I have a theory that the Titan's appearance is based on the dark world they come from. The one in chapter 4 looks like a biblically accurate angel. Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Knight could be a Death's body hijacked. Wait, hold on. Knight could be Death's body hijacked like Chris's is, and Death's soul is lost in the code.
Interesting. I could see that kind of.
Oh, Gerson.
Or not Gerson, fake Gerson.
The Fakeymcfake of Gerson.
I want to see what happens if you use Rude Buster with Susie for this fight.
Yeah.
You want me to... Huh? What the hell? I'm not doing that. We don't have to hurt you.
Susie, Rude Buster, come on.
Queen's Mech versus Titan.
That'd be goated.
That would be goated.
Wait, no, the Thrash Machine mech
That would be sick.
versus Titan. Yeah, so the recruits have to mean something, because like it has to. I feel like it has to be something towards the end where like everyone comes together and gives you the ultimate power or whatever.
Yeah, see this? Get my green sparkles, didn't you?
That ain't Gerson. I don't know what this thing is supposed to like be.
It's the statue of him outside of his study.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like, what item? Like in the light world?
Oh, I don't know.
See, for a moment, like when I first played this, I thought that Ralsei like killed Gerson because like Gerson was turning the stone or whatever. And then like Ralsei killed stonified Gerson or whatever, but nah.
Secret boss we fight in this chapter any different? No.
No, there is no differences with the secret boss for Weird Route.
The Queen's chair.
Except for like the Tea Party thing.
True. The statue could probably be a copy of Lord of the Hammer.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a really good idea. In the conclusion, these chapters, Gaster is actually not evil or isn't necessarily on the knight's side at least. I don't know. The hammer in the globe. Imagine if the statue is the hammer in the globe or in the urn. I mean, it could be.
I do like the Lord of the Hammer thing though.
I kind of like the Lord of the Hammer thing too, only because like I felt like there was a few different statues that we had seen in the study, and it like there was like a bunch of copies of the different books.
Yeah. Susie crash out. I love it. Even though I don't like how Ralsei is sad.
I heard a theory where Susie's Dark World Gerson is hostile because Susie has trust issues and this was reflected.
Ooh. I like that too.
I like that theory a lot.
But I also think like Gerson didn't appear is because Ralsei sort of said because it has to be specific darkness, and because like Susie probably doesn't have any memories with Gerson. And so that's why Gerson didn't really appear in this Dark World that she made.
Mettaton on the bingo card? Yes.
Yes.
Spamton.
Oh, I've heard like a theory, or not really a theory, I guess it's just like a prediction, that like if you give Tenna the TV to Mettaton, then Mettaton will like use the TV as their own body and go to the festival.
Wait.
And it'll be a reference to like Undertale Mettaton with the robot body, like the original one with like the blocky look.
That's goated.
I could honestly see that.
I could too.
Because I see a lot of people online being like, no, I'm not giving up Tenna to Mettaton. I want Tenna in my castle town.
I love how Tenna has just become the fan favorite.
Yeah, I mean,
love
Spamton was the fan favorite. Tenna and Spamton are like very similar, so,
Yeah.
you know.
If you had to fight either Ralsei or Susie, who would you kill? Ralsei.
What? Why?
I still don't trust Ralsei.
How can you trust, bro? He's breaking down right now. He's crying.
He's faking. Fakeymcfake.
No, that's me.
Fakeymcfaking.
That's me. That's not Ralsei.
Hello, Zero Tail. Haven't been to the stream. Welcome.
Hey, what's poppin'? What's going on?
Yeah, Ralsei will cry and everyone will be distracted from the main issue. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Ralsei, like, literally, like, Ralsei was born with the fountain. Probably Gaster made it. And then, like, Ralsei got told all this information by Gaster, but Ralsei didn't really want to know all this. And it's just so much information, and it's just, like, cool. So...
Toby was worried at first the fan base wouldn't like Tenna and would find him annoying, and was pleasantly surprised that most of us love him.
Toby has a trend of doing that with
Yeah,
his
I
characters. He did the same thing with Spamton. Because
Spamton's the goat.
a game tester didn't like Spamton. He was like, maybe people won't like Spamton. And then everyone loves Spamton.
To be honest, I don't really like how Susie just straight up forgives Ralsei during the scene and acts like everything's like nothing happened. I know, like I agree.
I don't know. I think it's fine.
If you try to play Friend and Me on the giant piano, Susie says stop messing around.
Okay.
I heard
I will say that again.
Don't they say like at like any song basically?
I think if you repeat the same song like over and over again, it will have the same dialogue. So it's not specifically friend inside me, but it's just if you repeat the same song over and over again.
If the prophecy is foretold by space and time, Gaster, then maybe he wrote the prophecy by seeing all of the events unfold. When he was scattered across space and time, he saw the story and wrote it down. Oh, and that would even explain why some of it's like out of order, maybe?
Well, I mean, Gaster literally says at the end of this chapter, you're at the halfway point of my Deltarune. So Gaster like
True.
basically created Deltarune. Like, I don't think like, I don't know. It might be a stretch to say he created like the entire world, but like I think maybe like he
The prophecy?
created the prophecy, like the Deltarune prophecy, and has been setting up like the connection between us, and has been, you know, queuing in people to be big players in the prophecy. Like obviously Gaster has to be working with the knight.
Yeah.
A knight is like the big antagonist. Obviously, I think it's pretty like likely that Ralsei heard all this information from Gaster. Ralsei is like the tutorial guide character that Gaster had set up. And obviously Gaster had to have had something to do with Chris and the soul. So, you know, Gaster also made sure that we had a player
Is Susie,
character.
or not Susie, Ralsei, why is Ralsei in a different outfit?
It's the same. It's just a different color because we're in a different dark world. We're in Susie's dark world. See how like Susie's like a different color and Chris is like a different color?
Orange. I don't know why I just noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's why I think like Gaster is like the creator of Deltarune. And
Oh, I love this. this
I'm the most important, Kaka. No matter what, I'm still here. Do you want to know what I know, Kaka?
not now, dude.
And anything about Noel?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Because Ralsei knows everything about the prophecy, but doesn't have anything to say about Noel.
I know.
And that's the exact same dialogue in the regular route, so it didn't change.
A few days ago, I read Dual Doc explaining about everything about image_friend, and goddamn, it's a lot of stuff. Also, friend appears in chapter 4 too.
Where does friend appear, like, specifically?
Ralsei is seen flying, by the way. I know, I noticed that yeah.
I made a tweet about it.
I feel like the vessel will probably have some context in 6 or 7, probably. If the prophecy is... Wait. Toby made Undertale and was worried that people wouldn't like it. He was pleasantly surprised he became a millionaire. I don't know his net worth.
Toby has to have made $1 million, at least. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Undertale has sold, I think, more than 1 million copies.
Way more than 1 million copies on all platforms, and the merch.
And I think Deltarune has sold more than 1 million copies.
Yeah.
So.
Well, oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And the merch.
Yep, the merch probably helps. I don't know, and like probably he gets royalties from like the concerts and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if Deltarune was set up by Gaster, but it's evident Gaster's damn weird about Deltarune. Like his My Deltarune is extremely weird. I know it is.
Well, like I said, I think it's because he's setting up Deltarune. Like, and he is supposed to be like a stand-in for a game developer, you know?
Friend is seen in the OG Rare Cats game you can play it bad at.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's in the mic room.
Oh, see, I haven't seen the mic room.
The mic room.
I still don't know where that is.
It's in Castletown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in Castletown in like the little TV, like right above the bakery, I think.
Okay.
So.
I don't remember precisely where, but it's in one of the very dark rooms, and there's a golden button that emits a sound wave, and if you backtrack, you can find the image friend for a brief moment.
Oh, okay.
Gaster's just watching the story unfold with a bag of popcorn.
Literally.
Deltarune is Gaster's wife?
Hey, Ralsei. Okay, one thing I will say is, why doesn't Susie like ask, Ralsei, how did you get here?
Never. It's never asked. I always wonder that.
It's like literally like my first thought every time Ralsei appears is like, how'd you get here?
It has to be the knife thing.
I don't know, but Susie like doesn't even care.
I know.
It's so weird.
The Ralsei plush solved Toby's financial troubles for at least 3 generations after him.
Yeah, if Toby ever has like kids or like kids, like kids, like generations, they're set for real.
So are the cat, Mike, and image_friend not the same?
Yes and no. I mean, have you guys seen the mic room or no? I mean, I know Luke hasn't, but is Luke gonna look up the mic room?
I will later, probably.
Oh, okay.
I'm not right now. Another fun fact, if you try to enter Gaster's initials, WDG, in Chapter 3, when Tenna asks you to enter your name, the G just won't show up after you enter WD.
Yeah, same with egg. You can't spell egg.
Really?
Yeah. And you also can't spell like fuck or anything. So, but you can like hack the game, or not hack, but like edit the game so that you can, and like there's a funny interaction. With
wait,
like Tenna like censoring the entire show.
Really?
Or whatever. Yeah.
We're getting the egg?
I'm gonna try. I don't think it's in here. It's like further up actually.
By the way, did you beat Gerson in the night on Snowgrave? Yep.
Yep.
Since Chapter 5 seems to be set up to go deeper into Asgore and the Dreamer family, I think they they could reveal that Azrael isn't actually at college. College.
At cottage. Azrael will be eating the cottage cheese. Nah, but like I don't know. I think Azrael's in college. I don't know what's with the whole thing. Like he's not in college or whatever.
He's the knight.
Azrael the Knight. I did like mention that. Like I don't think it's like real, but like I was like,
they both have horns.
yeah. I mean, I'd be like, I think it'd be cool if Azrael's the Knight. I don't think he is, but I think it'd be cool.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like if it happened, I'd be like, oh hell yeah, okay. Like I could see that happening. You know.
All right. So chat. Any other weird route dialogue that we need to get or no?
The egg.
I know the egg.
Oh.
But like for weird route dialogue, like weird route specifically.
Azrael has been living in a cottage the past several years and is completely fine.
Yes.
Well, she's starting to question the heart in chapter 4 after being Titan, so it's probably gonna be a thing. Also, I think the image_friend is gonna have a big impact in chapter 5, and I think they're going to quote unquote help Asgore and convince him to make a dark world. Hi, Chung Lung.
Hey yo, OG. OG just dropped.
OG just dropped in.
Hey yo, what's poppin'?
Brand new whip just hopped in.
Yo, I freaking love the like the Twitter account with the like the Delta Tail cars, where it's just like
What?
where it's like, have you not seen me post it? It's like they put like an Undertale or a Deltarune character next to a car, and it's like a trap remix of their theme.
No.
Yeah, it's freaking epic. That's how we got the Asgore runs over a desk meme.
Really?
Was because it was Asgore car and it was a trap remix of Asgore's theme, and the most popular comment was, "This is what Asgore listens to as he's running over desks."
Have you done the annoying dog climbing race?
No, I'm pretty sure it happens in this section.
Yeah. People are saying I think you got everything.
Really? For Weird Route?
Yeah.
Really? That's everything? Damn.
In this room where books are, you can go to the right.
Yes, I do know about that.
Okay.
Damn, that's really everything for Weird Route? I thought there'd be more. It's like, where's the thing for the books? Yeah, it's right here.
Do you see the chapter 2 mod that replaces Spamton with Woody and you fight Friend Inside Me?
I know it exists. I haven't played it though, or seen any much of it. Hear me out. The chapter 4 weird final boss was teased in chapter 1. The Starwalker. It's true. They'll hear the ring of Heaven's Call. I mean, that has to be Noel, right? Right? This has to be Noel.
Has to be Noel. Is this the annoying dog part?
No.
I'm trying to think, because I did this. What is the annoying dog thing? I'm trying to...
Yeah, chat, could you just remind me? I forget exactly
I don't know
how
what yeah.
to get it, but I believe it is in this section, like in this third sanctuary.
Someone just said you don't need to do anything for Weird Route, but there is one core thing that happens.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited.
And for those who play Hollow Knight, the Wingblade enemy looks like the Radiance. It does. There are like a lot like more Weird Route exclusive dialogue, but you have to keep going. Okay. The secret interaction at the end of the game for the Weird Route, I won't spoil, so have fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
This should make me burn with rage. Yes, same.
Yeah,
I
I'm already...
hated this section.
This is tough.
Yeah.
Alright, I messed up. Okay, but like, chat, how do you get the dog climbing thing? Or does it even not... I could also see it not appearing in the Weird Route, because the dog car didn't appear in the Weird Route for chapter 2.
No.
Don't worry, chat, I'll get it. Luke, you just keep reading chat.
Once you get back to the study, there's another door upstairs.
Oh, okay. We'll go back. Ah! Damn it!
We're at 51 viewers, by the way. I think that's a peak of the stream.
Let's go. Hey, what's poppin', people? You guys like Deltarune?
Ah.
You don't like Deltarune?
It's alright, I guess.
Luke rage baiting the chat. I'm like, bruh.
Knight is the only boss since Sand, so that made me write down the attacks in order. Yeah, no, that Knight fight is pretty damn hard. Fall in the middle segment of one of these jump puzzle bits for a secret. Need to return to the door the Knight was. I think the doors were closed. Yeah. I think doors were closed when they went back, chat. I think the dog... I'm not sure if the dog is a parent on Snowgrave, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it might not be. Because it seems like Toby don't want to be associated with the weird route.
I think that's really fun. Like, that's a cool detail. Oh,
dude, it was like... It was yellow. How many times am I going to do this? Bro.
Isn't there, like, more up top, too?
No.
Oh.
I think it's just horizontal.
Oh.
The water.
We're not watching the stream because of Deltarune. We're watching the stream because of the streamer.
Aww.
You guys are awesome.
So you guys will watch me when I play like a different game? You miss like half of the viewers.
Yeah. I think Azrael being at college is an elaborate cover-up by the adults to fulfill the prophecy to appease Daddy Gaster. Okay. Annoying dog may be annoying, but it's self-aware in the weird route and decides to dip.
True. You'll see the tail of hell take crawl. That has to be like Jubble, right?
I hope so. Just because then we would like receive something with Jebel. You know?
Jebel, like, kind of plot relevant in 4, maybe, perhaps.
Maybe.
Even though it's like the only mention of him ever.
And it's like a maybe mention. Like there's a good chance it's not him.
Yeah. I mean, King did talk about him in chapter 4. Well,
that is true.
Well, did you get that dialogue, Luke? Because you didn't recruit everybody.
I didn't, no. But I know about it.
Okay, yeah. But it's like it was kind of already stuff we already knew, so.
But yeah, it doesn't really add anything.
Jebel, I don't know. I really want Jebel to be relevant.
There's a secret here.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the thing that I just did?
I don't know. Someone just said there's a secret here.
I was gonna go back and do the Gerson study thing.
I might watch if you play Kindergarten 3. I literally just started playing that game.
Really?
Yeah, Fakey is not though, so that could be a stream thing. But
you messaged me about it. You're like Kindergarten 3 released. I'm like, cool.
It's pretty fun so far. I'm not like super deep into it, but I'm having a fun time. I mean, I really enjoy those games. Oh wait, this is this
the dog thing?
I
Yeah.
would say, is this it? Yeah.
All right, chat. We're gonna fight against Toby. Wait, Toby's still here. Oh my god.
Hear me out. You started to get a lot of subs when you started Deltarune stuff.
I mean, yeah. It's my most popular video. Go!
I never saw this.
That's where the chicken came from. The fried chicken. Rotisserie chicken. Oh my god, Toby's fast.
I know. Look at that little Dougie. So cute.
Toby, get back here. Toby, tell me the importance of Gaster, please. Toby, tell me who the knight is, please.
Notice what's your title and like the line in the prophecy you just saw looks like a bead.
Is that supposed to be like a reference to the like the toy beads?
I think so, yeah.
The hospital. Damn on.
Damn.
Toby!
Go!
I got it. No, Toby!
Oh, no!
Toby! Be careful. Toby's gonna like fly or something, watch.
I hope. Oh yeah, there he is! Yay!
Hey, wait, that's not fair. I'm not even controlling anything anymore.
Oh.
No,
He's
Toby!
moving. Oh, he beat you.
Toby fast. I think we're supposed to always lose.
Oh.
Toby. Oh. Yay.
He got his bone. Bye-bye. Bye, Toby.
Bye, Toby. Rotisserie chicken, guys. Does Luke have his own channel?
Rev up those fryers. Does Luke have his own channel? Not really.
Nah.
I would like to make videos. The only problem is I am not entirely sure what I would do.
Yeah.
So,
Luke, you gotta become an
I just
influencer.
what am I influencing?
Oh, that's what they just call people
That's
like
it.
me nowadays.
Influencers? Yeah. I would, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do on my channel if I did. I've always thought it'd be really cool. But
They're
I
talking
don't know.
about Hollow Knight.
Talk about Hollow Knight stuff? That'd be dope, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I had some people like when we did like the collab video, I had some people like ask like, yo, does Luke like, is it a mistake that you didn't include like any of Luke's like socials or anything? I'm like, no, it's just, you know, Luke doesn't really have any, so
Yeah. Fakey influences people into buying Deltarune.
I do. You all should buy Deltarune. It's pretty cheap for like a game of this size. It's pretty cheap, I will say. Like only $25 for like a game that I have like 30 hours in already, and that's just with 3 and 4. That's a deal.
Luke, upload theories. That would be cool.
Make a Deltarune theory. I will say, yeah, if you make a Deltarune theory, I guarantee people will watch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe. That would be pretty cool.
All right, so this is where you get the egg.
Okay.
This room. Who's there, bruh? I'm there. Yeah, kept you waiting, huh? Guys, are you excited for when Deltarune Chapter 7 gets revealed in the Nintendo Switch 3 Direct?
Most affordable and best game that got announced during the Nintendo Direct?
I know.
I'd say so.
I know, right? It was probably the cheapest game there that like they heavily promoted.
Actually, I mean, technically, Welcome Tour was the,
Man.
the cheapest, but that doesn't count.
Man.
That game's a...
Fuck Welcome Tour.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna say here, Welcome Tour is Dookie Water. Anyway.
Dookie Water. I agree. Dookie Water. It is Dookie Water. I also think... I mean, Silk Song was also at the event, though. So, like...
Yeah, true.
I mean, that... Yeah.
But look at this, the Flower Man trapped in Asylum. See, look, that's Undertale Asgore.
It is.
Yeah,
It literally is Undertale Asgore.
and he has a flower. So, we definitely get an Asgore Flower Shop Dark World, 100%.
Wait, look at the title of your character. Pretty sure you saw it already, but yeah, definitely connected to the beads in
Yep.
the hospital. Only
Right there.
question why I like him put to Chris.
Dark bead
Yeah,
broken
yeah,
off,
yeah.
but still locked. And then all these are faces with fate. Faces with fate. Chris is, but still locked. In the regular route, it says, like for Chris, it says carries out the fate. And Ralsei and Susie are faces the fate, which implies that Chris is working with the knight to help, you know, have the prophecy come true, help to, you know, enact a prophecy.
Yeah.
Say no. Of course you didn't. There's nothing to miss. Those who can't speak the truth are liars. None of us know. For yourself. There's nothing back there, is there? Yeah. And then you get to this door. And then I forget which window it is, but one of these leads to a secret room.
Oh, yeah. I made it to this room and was unbelievably confused because I couldn't... I didn't know what the purpose was.
Yeah. It's referencing the sweepstakes thing.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Borderlands 4 is worse than Welcome Tour. Yo, yeah, for real. Did you see that the collector's edition doesn't even come with the game?
What? Why?
Yeah, who knows? The game it's $70, but I guarantee the only reason it's 70 and not 80 is because of all of the controversy with Randy Pitchford. And but the collector's edition literally does not even come with the game.
Interesting.
Like it's just every other thing but the game. Someone also said the egg upside down is the window.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Because the egg up top, yeah.
Dark World, Asgore being a king in the Flower King, Dark World 100%.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, one of them has an egg upside down instead of the circle.
Are you seeing it so far or no?
I mean, I haven't.
I'm looking. Is it gonna appear? Oh, there it is. I see it right here. Huh. Yeah, so there you got this book. There's a peculiar book here. Read it? Yes.
Yeah.
And so wept the fallen star, making rivers with its tears. Then, slowly, from the bitter water, something grew. It looked like glass. So that has to be referencing the knight, because the knight's blade is made of glass. Or at least something related to the dark shards.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to reread that just for lore. Yeah, fallen star. And also the knight, because the shadow mantle is good against dark and star-like attacks and enemies. And the knight has very like star-like attacks and has the element star, which I'm pretty sure. I don't know 100%, but like they use stars, and the shadow mantle is good against dark and star. So
yeah,
with the fallen star. So yeah, that has to be the knight making rivers with its tears. Then slowly from the bitter water something grew, which is like what the knight is now. It looked like glass. Yeah. Or the blade or something. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? What do you think, chat?
the philosopher's words in the room are mixed. You need to kind of swap them to make a sentence that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Like this person.
Yeah.
I heard something in between. Because it was also the same thing on the Spamton sweepstakes.
Yeah.
It was mixed up. Where lost the grow, the wood pointed the tail, forest followed children. So I don't know, chat, what's the correct wording of this? Like, what do you think is the correct wording? Because
Well,
obviously,
I think lost is the first word. 'Cause
yeah,
it's
lost.
capitalized.
And obviously, there's two sentences there. Well, there's a period. No, it's all one sentence. Yeah. The lost is first word. Lost forest. Where, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to solve it. The poor children. So yeah, I think this also implies, in roots. This implies that like Des and at least Chris. Des and Chris and probably Noel.
Lost where the forest would grow, the children followed the pointed tail.
Ooh, okay,
That's
so
actually like really creepy.
so wait, no, that sparks an idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously this has the tie with neighborhood kids, Azrael, Noel, Des, and Chris.
Yeah.
And so they went into the forest. You know, Noel describes forest like all the time in relation to Des. And followed the tail, the devil's tail or something, like the pointed tail. Sorry, the pointed tail, which is reference to like a devil's tail, and who is associated with like sort of satanic stuff with the 666 Gaster, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think so, definitely.
So probably Gaster lured them into somewhere. Most likely the bunker.
Yeah, probably the bunker. Well, and even remember they say Chris has been in the bunker before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree.
So
the fallen star is Starwalker.
yes. True. The poor children, yes. The
What's your
pointed tail is definitely Friend's tail. Is it though? Because Friend is like a cat, and cat doesn't have a pointed tail.
What's your favorite song off the OST?
Is that something that someone asked?
Yeah.
From who?
Well, Bozidi.
All right. I think it has to go to Black Knife, honestly, for me. I think it's just so cool and it's a good ass song. What about you, Luke?
No, I agree.
Really? You think
Yeah,
Black Knight's your
Black Knight's my
favorite for the new
favorite.
chapters?
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's also the prophecy of the tail of hell must not be followed.
Yeah.
Wait, how'd you just get in this room?
Because you go in between like the egg room. Like how you do in chapter 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is interesting, Luke, because Luke hasn't seen this, so.
No, this is all new to me.
Chris, there you are. The patients are waiting for you. And this is like from the chapter 3 egg, like the same like NES.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sort of style.
yeah.
Yes, I know I'm quite small for a secretary, but knockoffs don't have the right to complain. Yeah. Creepy. Needs to be occupied. Seems to be occupied. He is behind the tree. Well, there's a man here. Well, he seems to be pointing at something and nodding. Yeah. It's a sink. It would be ridiculous if you painted something and there was nowhere to wash your hands. I think that's everything you can... Yeah, and then you got the canvas here, but I think that's... Will you draw? Yes. Chris picked up a pencil. They began by sketching what they had seen behind the tree. But as they sketched, the line began to err, as if the pencil had lost its way. So they started again, drawing over the lines they had already made. Many times, they would suddenly halt, or the pencil drifted into a new drawing. So, they started over and over and over again. Through many repetitions, their movements became faster and smoother, until without looking, they had completed a sketch, single wild line. In the end, as a result of layering the sketches, also thanks for the subscribe, that boy, thanks for the subscribe. But anyway, in the end, as a result of layering the sketches on top of each other, the surface of the canvas was nothing more than a monochrome smear. Next, a tree was painted over it. Painted over everything, leaving nothing but a simple still life. After all, there wasn't anything to look at in the room besides a single tree. Chris got up. It seemed the painting was complete. But their hand, smudged with graphite, was still moving, as if to trace some unseen shape. An egg was picked up from the nearby easel.
Wow. That was pretty insane.
Someone says they're a huge fan of TV Time. Hey, yo, me too. They're such good songs. I just like Black Knife the most just because of, like, you know, it's the Knights theme and it goes hard and just the moment and the fight that it's associated with, you know? So I like how the Toby makes the egg rooms so when you enter, you have a very low chance of accidentally leaving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the Woody theory is still possible? Because next chapter could be Asgore's store, and he does have an old black and white TV and possibly items from his favorite cowboy show. Maybe. I don't want Woody theory to die. I think it'd be hilarious if Woody theory came to be true.
I think so too.
It'd be funny.
60 people are watching right now.
Hey, welcome. There's actually another person there where they welcome you to the art club where we draw and don't kill each other. Huh, interesting. Is there no eggs on the snow game route? Because I tried it on chapter 2 and 3 and couldn't do it. But it probably may be because I was beating every darkner I met. Yeah, so for chapter 3, you have to like not get a specific... You have to like not hurt a specific darkner. It's the remote and the like booger frogs or whatever. It's very complicated. Chapter 2, you can't get the egg in chapter 2. Which is kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah. So... And this is also referencing the sweepstakes because there was a page that you would have to draw and it would keep disappearing. And you have to like continuously draw and draw and draw until the tree shows up.
Oh, yeah.
So. Oh, Dad had referenced it. Then, well, actually, does Chris have graphite? No. I thought because I originally just washed my hands here, and I thought maybe if you walk out, Chris would have graphite, but... Sink. You ran water over your hands and dried them. Between your fingers, a faint gray crease glittered stubbornly. You can never wash it all away. Think. Yeah, so that sort of implies that Chris's hands will never be clean.
Yeah.
This is also in the normal route. Will never be clean because they're working with the knight, and the knight is obviously causing danger to the world.
There's an unused text in chapter 3, which would have appeared when using the shadow crystal in the light world, it says you briefly saw Undyne in ice. Of course, it's unused, but still interesting.
Yeah, I saw that too. So obviously, I think that just points more to the night being a holiday because they have like ice powers and stuff. Yeah, Chris had trauma from whenever they found the forest. Yeah, but they can't see it, not anymore. True.
Well, how? Oh, Carol is the Woody.
If you lose the remote, guys, that spotlight won't appear. Yeah. Well, how did the session go? They say art is therapeutic. Which one of you was the patient anyway? Well, you got paid, didn't you? Yeah.
Dude, this is so creepy.
Yeah, and that's like
I
the
love it.
egg. We got paid for
Yeah.
the egg. Yeah, so it was Chris the therapist or the patient? Might be both, honestly.
I hope one of the chapters is a fountain made in the holiday house. Evil Santa would be Peak.
That would be funny.
Maybe the Eggman is a goner. They mentioned a monochrome smear.
True.
What if Deltarune got released before Undertale? How differently it would have impacted the community.
That'd be crazy.
That would be.
I feel like, well, originally, did you know, Luke? Originally, the Deltarune characters, like all the monsters and stuff, were supposed to be humans.
No,
Yeah, like Susie, like Noelle was supposed to be a human.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And so Toby just sort of like took Undertale's like monster thing and brought it over to Deltarune.
Good. I like the monster thing better.
Yeah, I think it's a good choice. Ralsei, be careful. I'm with you in the dark. Ow. I'm with you in the dark. All right, let go. The darkness. Also, chat, audio good, right? We're good with the audio, right? Just want to make sure. The game, the mics, you know, all that jazz. Do you think Chris is the composer of Deltarune's World?
Yeah.
I think so too. They literally play Rules' theme on the piano.
But the egg might relate to Chris's past because they got adopted into the Dreamer family mainly because of that roots thing.
Yeah.
I wonder how pets would look like in the dark worlds. Like cats would maybe be on 2 feet and speak and have memories of the light world, or would they be huge and animalistic? Yes, you sound gorgeous.
Oh.
Thank you, Apple Juice.
Thank you, Apple Juice. You're a G. I'm curious to see what the bell says. The bell ring out judgment? Yes. But the bell rung hollow. Huh.
Susie, I'm a rude buster all over the night. Noelle, you can't do that to my sister. Susie, don't worry. I said all over, baby girl. Aw, you really do care. Sans mentions Noelle and Des in Undertale, saying that Asgore would dress up as Santa and give presents to Papyrus, the yellow kid, and the antler girl and her sister.
Yeah.
I missed my Onion Son cameo in 4. I hope he isn't secretly the knight, and that's why he wasn't there.
I thought, yeah, I don't think Onion Sun appears. I know there's a thing you can do, like, after, like, the rain happens, after you exit out of the church, like, fully. You can go back to the water, and you and Susie have, like, a talk, but Onion Sun, I don't think appears. Yeah.
Rude buster, I hardly know her.
Bro. I could see, Onion Sun might be dead, I don't know. Went into Gasser's bunker, and Gasser's like, you know too much.
That would be tragic.
Oh yeah, I forget if I went up here, like this thing. I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why you missed the egg, Luke, is because of that little platform.
Probably.
It's tricky. It is tricky. Tricky Tony. No, that's what the Deltarune community calls Toby Fox.
No.
Yeah, Tricky Tony.
Why Tony?
Because it's like, you know, not his name.
Oh.
And it like sounds like Toby a little bit.
Onion got kidnapped by the knight. No.
Onion is like in a prison cell, and then like the knight is just like ore farming outside of it.
Onion-san, please. Knight, stop aura farming.
Oh. Chat, do you think the knight will actually like have a voice like ever? Like, the knight has to speak at some point, right? Like,
Do you ring the bell?
yeah, it says it's hollow.
Right, that's right.
All right, chat, here we go. We're going.
I'm trying to remember, what did it say when you when you rung it originally? It was something else, right?
It's basically like you were nice to everyone. You have,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were kind.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you know what Toby is actually his nickname? His real name is Robert. Wait, what? No.
I thought his name actually just was Toby. Like I thought that's what his parents named him, or what his name was. It's just Toby.
I don't. Low-key, we haven't seen Muffet at all in Deltarune, so my theory is that she's the knight and the horns are just her extra arms.
Hate to break it to you, but Muffet ain't gonna be in Deltarune.
I don't think the egg is connected to the main story of the game, but it's more of an insight of what Chris did before he got adopted, more so with the phrase, not too important, not too unimportant.
Yeah, before they got adopted, yeah.
Hollow, like Hollow Knight?
Oh my god!
Tobert Foxington. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, no, the egg is supposed to be like unimportant, not too whatever, so it's probably just like some extra little lore bits and not really like something that's necessary to like get an ending or whatever. Jack! I wonder what happens because we didn't recruit anybody. Damn it.
Yeah, wait, I know.
We didn't see him land or anything. You think there's any chance he's still okay? Ralsei, what do you think? That goddamn knight! Susie, don't climb so fast.
When you're at Noelle's house in chapter 4 where you see Asgore talking to himself, after you come back to the same room, Asgore disappears and there's a dark sword that looks like the Night Sword.
Yeah, because Asgore has like the dark shard.
Okay.
That was from the Asgore holiday house interaction I was talking about to you, Luke.
Okay.
Yeah. And he says something weird. It's like, they will all know soon. Toriel didn't believe me at first or something like that, but they will believe me now. And like then at the end he holds the shard or whatever. So weird. He died. R.I.P. Jack. No. Human, I remember your Jackensteins. Yeah. You guys think Sans will judge us at the end of Deltarune?
Probably.
Like, you're kind of bad.
I love this scene though.
This is a great scene.
Chat, I'm just curious. What do you think Susie's prophecy meant at like the end? Where she like smashes it? What do you think it was? I'm just curious.
I feel really bad about the beating everyone route only because of Tenna. Like, he's so genuine.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think like Chris canonically doesn't like Tenna. Because like Chris does more damage in the fight against Tenna than everyone else. And just like, you know, Tenna's like, they never smile. Ugh, I just want them to laugh once. So. When like Susie and Ralsei are like smiling and having a good time.
Jack is no longer taking too long.
No!
People are saying that she gets sacrificed most likely. Someone is definitely going to die or sacrifice themselves to the world to be saved, either Susie or Noelle. Last prophecies, obviously, the school project must be completed.
No. Susie's like, damn it, I don't want to do my school project. And that's why she smashes the class.
Asgore, they'll finally believe me. I was only trying to protect them. Flashback where Asgore ran over Jess. I think everyone dies to defeat the angel, but I like the interpretation where Susie's actually the villain of the story.
Why would Susie be the villain though?
I don't know.
Susie seems like the only like genuinely good person.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Susie's like, I agree.
But yeah, chat, I do agree that like someone has to sacrifice themselves, and it'll be specifically Susie.
Oh, this is an interesting take. I feel like Tenna getting more damage from Chris is Tenna being hurt by Chris attacking him.
Interesting. All right, so chat, before we progress and like end off the fountain, is there anything else I should do? Like anything secret wise it's like kind of important? Like obviously if it's like a dialogue or whatever that's not related to the weird route, that's not really important. But like if it's like a sequence or like something else, now's your time to say it before I progress. So
I feel like Tenna getting more. Last prophecy is the original. Star Walker isn't actually the original.
No way! Susie's so mad about that. No! Star Walker has to be original.
I have a theory. After we get into the final Dark Crystal in Chapter 5, Son is going...
I think they mean Sham.
Oh, Sham is going to make that weapon.
They promised to make with the Dark Crystals, but we would have to fight them or kill them to take it. Yeah. Maybe. I think Sham being a secret boss is like highly likely. Nope, I did everything. Okay.
There's also theory that Susie read the prophecy wrong and it's actually Noelle getting sacrificed.
Ooh.
You can go back now and fight Mike.
Yeah, of course I can.
Tenna being hurt by Chris attacking him is like emotionally, like being beat by a person you like hurts them more than getting beat by someone you don't care about.
I think Tenna still cares about Susie and Ralsei though.
Where's the annoying dog in Chapter 4? It was after you go back to the study for the second time, like after Gerson fight and all that other stuff, in the second Dark Fountain, one of the doors was open and we did the annoying dog.
Yeah, it was like a climbing race.
Yeah.
It was funny. You. The knight be nonchalant. Ooh. Dodge. Yeah, like, is that the knight's eye or mouth or what's going on here?
There's a pointless secret if you fall in the princess ribbon room on a specific block, but it's not worth it.
Okay.
Shopkeepers being bosses are a thing. True.
Yeah, Gerson.
Human, I remember you're... And Spamton.
Yeah, true. And Spamton.
Human, I remember you're putting Beardly in a snow grave using Noelle, who is faster and can freeze her enemies. The knight. Go do my daily aura farming.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be 6 shadow crystals, being the last one obtainable early on, and purified by a Sham secret boss to obtain the twisted sword.
Yeah, well, Sham did say that we need 2 more. So
Is Sham like the cat?
yes, the cat shopkeeper.
I thought so.
Nowhere to run this time, dumbass. I don't know where you put Toriel, but it's over. The fountain's just past you, isn't it? I love the knight so much. That means we don't even have to beat you. All we have to do is get past you and it's over.
But, like,
Truth nuke.
someone will have to be sacrificed to make a new knight, repeating a cycle for the next generation. But like Susie and Ralsei were not besides Tenna all the years that Chris was beside him.
Hey, what's so funny? Why are they laughing? You lose that fountain, it's over. Titan, help me, Titan. I'm joking. This is base Susie we're up against. Cecil, I need you, Cecil. This animation though is so cool.
Yeah.
Carol be like, I'm running low on aura. Chris, open another door. Who am I taking to the festival tomorrow?
Birdly.
I did not choose Birdly though.
Yeah, I know.
Luke, did you choose Birdly?
No,
Oh.
unfortunately.
I just kind of want Susie and Noelle to go together.
Me too.
Yeah. It's a Titan. Oh, is a. Also, the Knights / Friends laugh is very similar to the Amalgamites laughs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the Knight has a lot of like Amalgamite, like sort of like stuff going on with it. Damn, those two teenagers have 2 days of combat experience. I better keep my ass behind the Titan or else I'm finished.
Susie, the next time she enters a dark world, where is he? Where's the knight?
Where art thou, knight? I'm running low on aura. I think it's funny. All right, I think it's funny.
I love that. I love the aura farming memes or like aura point memes. I don't know why that shit just
It's just
funny to me.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Like the whole I love like the Piccolo aura farming stuff.
Oh, fact. Well, he's like the original aura farmer.
Yeah, the OG.
I don't know. I feel like Michael Jackson kind of invented aura though.
Maybe.
So it's like. I'd say like those
actually,
two.
I forget. I was gonna say like a famous history person or whatever, but
Wait, what?
I was gonna make a joke like, well, actually, the first aura farmer was blank. And
Genghis Khan.
No, Genghis Khan was not aura farmer. Nah. Actually, the original aura farmer was Grug.
Graggle Simpson.
Do you know about Grug? Grug's my go.
From the Croods.
Yes.
Nick Cage.
Yes, have you seen how he's had a resurgence in popularity?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it became like a huge meme, like whatever rhymes with Grug. Dark Fountain rhymes with Grug.
Fakey, do you want to explain to us why the Titan's eyes are seen at the beginning of Chapter 1 Dark World? Says Fox 111.
Okay, so I don't have like a concrete like theory or explanation, but if I want to like spitball something, I think it's just because Gaster made the Chapter 1 Dark Fountain, and that, you know, Gaster has a connection to the Titans and the stuff about the roaring. But, you know, I don't have like concrete evidence or whatever backing that up apart from like basic Gaster stuff, so I am the original aura farmer, says Galactic Squirrel.
Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl was the first aura farm. I mean, I agree.
Ooh, Socrates was the first aura farmer. Ooh. Although this part because it's so intense, yeah. I call this the roaring rhymes with Grug. Yes. Cutscene night, yes. Hey, Mario Memer, welcome back. Welcome back. I remember Mario.
Yo, they called the night 007. 0 lines, 0 times their plan worked, 7 aura farming attempts. Grug Knight Theory?
Grug is the knight, though. Like, can we just be real? I wonder if you can actually like deplete their HP. Ooh. Oh, damn. You see that 2,000 over
2100?
Chris?
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. The knight is cooked. That's why the knight is like running away. Damn, Chris got the dark shard. Nah, I gotta run. The knight is also made of like darkness. That's what.
Someone said dark shard can kill these.
Yeah. Well, I see that now. But that's why I think like the knight might be like a Gaster like experiment or something because like
Oh.
these things share like connections to the night and stuff.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, dude, that was like an actual like the death effect. That was like in the game's files, but we actually got it here. There you go, Luke. We were talking about before stream. What are some things that are unused that
Literally.
that's that right there.
Yeah.
That was unused, but now it is used. So. I'm heal Chris.
Yeah, Mario Memer, my little one thinks the spawns look like an embryo. I think so too.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like that. And I think it's just supposed to like reinforce the fact that like this Titan is like a newborn or whatever. And it's not like the full thing.
Someone said check your info after you kill them.
Okay. Brah. Ooh, that's so creepy. Is everyone all right? Yeah, let's get back on. All right, info. Power. Turn off, but still locked. Guts. Oh, slain 2.
Interesting.
Ah.
I know these things aren't recruited in a pacifist run, but just imagine them or the Titan kept just chilling in Castletown. That would be cool.
Ralsei would be so against that.
Yeah, I know.
Ralsei would be like, Chris, get the Titan out of here now. All right. But should I like heal beforehand or?
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to use my items though.
Then don't heal.
Okay, we game.
Like,
We're gamer. All right, chat. Here we go.
an earbud fell out of my ear and into my soup. Oh no.
Really? Wait, who said that?
Miss Rainey Capone.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully your soup and your earbuds are all right. Are these like also supposed to be like Titan spawn things? Like these little fuzzy things?
Probably.
Because it's interesting because they also appear in the beginning.
Like it's
Same
like,
with the Titan spawn. Like before the Titan actually appears. Ooh, I jumped over that.
Titan Afterbirth.
Hey, yo, chill.
I'm sorry.
Chill. But yeah. I think it just implies more that the roaring is like happening. And I don't think the roaring is explicitly if Dark Fountains are open up like all at the same time, or like there's multiple Dark Fountains up at the same time, but just that Dark Fountains are opening up in general. Every time you open one up, it leads closer and closer to the roaring.
Yeah. No, Fox 111 said I think that the Titan in Chapter 4 is the first Titan that has ever existed, and the Titans get mentioned in the prophecy, but they are born only when a Dark Fountain is in a dark world.
Yeah. I mean, I know there was one theory, I think it was like after Chapter 2 came out, was that the stuff in Chapter 1 in the supply closet, like those were going to become the Titans in Awake. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if that's still true, because we kind of know that now Titans are like Dark Fountains in a Dark Fountain. So.
It says usually it'd be written as purified instead of slain. If you had, yeah. Even if the Titan is an infant, still insanely strong, a full-grown Titan will almost be invincible.
Yeah, and that's why Ralsei is so... that's why Ralsei is so scared. Thank you, Susie. Oh, wait, so did we get a full heal from Susie? Let's go.
W.
Susie's healing is goated. I don't care what anyone else says. Ralsei, don't be dissing my girl with her healing.
Imagine we walk into Chapter 6, Dark Fountain, and there's just 20 fully grown Titans, Metal Gear Solid 2 style. We're cooked.
I mean, there has to be like multiple Titans at least, right?
It has to be,
Because it's in the prophecy. It's in the roaring.
Yeah.
And the line, huh?
My body's on the line.
Okay, Luke. It seems so. Best fight other than Gerson in the game time? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think it's peak. This fight is peak.
It is a pretty good fight. Yeah, I can't even hate.
The fraud Titan. Nice. Guess we just wait for the Titan to show up, huh? No. If we die multiple times during the Titan fight, more chests with heals appear. I don't know if it happens during a snow grave. Huh. Okay, so this face right here, like, I thought this was Gaster's face. And I mean, it could...
Really?
I mean, the thing about this, though, people have analyzed this, is that when it fades in, it's like a completely different, like, silhouette. Like, it has nothing resembling the actual Titan we face.
Oh.
And it has a lot more resembling Gaster.
Yeah. Like, let's see. Can you
Yeah.
play it out so
It's already been here the whole time. Hey, dumbass. Don't know if you got the memo, but we're heroes. There's a whole lot of stuff running in our lives we haven't gotten to see yet. So, get out of our way. Or as soon as my hand stops shaking, my axe is gonna chop you in half. Got it? See? Like,
yeah, completely different.
Yeah. Like, I think that has to be a reference to Gaster. Like, imagine if we see Gaster, like, we see that face, and it just, like, churns around. It's, like, completely, like, fully, like, human-like and, like, animated.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be terrifying. Fakey, you can humiliate the Titan. You got the best weapon for Chris. Hey, let's go. Someone on Reddit actually drew Gaster's face over the Titan's face, and it connects pretty well. That's what I'm saying. Gerson could solo the boring knight and all the Titans. So spam the G, spam that. Are you sure you want to talk like that? I think the knight's coming for you next.
Bye, Mario.
Hey, bye, Mario. Thanks for coming by. Just wait until Gaster and the knight uses the fusion dance in chapter 7.5. The hand does RS. Yes. Let's go. Bye, Mario. Bye. Have a good one. It's always a pleasure to see you in stream, Mario. Chris, Ralsei, let's go. All right, here we go. So yeah, we gotta defeat the Titan.
The moment we get a canon Gaster design, the internet is cooked.
Yeah,
For real.
can we like all? I mean, obviously not all of us are gonna grant. But, like, can we at least kind of predict that like Gaster's not gonna have the same Mystery Man sprite from Undertale? Like, it's gonna be like something way different.
I don't know.
I think so. I mean, there was something with like a tarot card in chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was something with a tarot card with Gaster that Toby had an artist do, and an artist drew Gaster for like the Hierophant, but Toby had it removed. And I
Really?
Yeah, and I forget what the reason why, but I think it might have been because that's not Gaster's official design.
Oh.
So. But correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because I don't know if that's entirely right.
Someone, Granny Capone said, blur your eyes and look at the Titan's face. Looks like Gaster facing left of screen. And then Clayton says, use the L's of your two hands to make an oval around the Titan's face with shield up. It becomes Gaster.
Interesting.
Toby's a big fan of the Mother games. They have a lot of description of infants in a creepy way. That's why Toby was going. That's what Toby was going for, probably. Yeah, I was thinking that too. This reminds me of
Gygus?
Yeah.
Because isn't Gygus like something like that?
Yep. Because like the whole room of Gygus is it's like the you know how like it's like that swirling sort of.
Yeah.
thing? It's like it's like a an embryo.
Huh. Toby do be inspired by the Mother series though. Wait, I think I showed you that one meme, Luke, where it was like Toby with the Nintendo executives when he mentions that Mother 3 was a big inspiration.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like, do you think Toby has actually done that? Be like, yeah, I love Mother 3. And then Nintendo people are like, wait, but you're from America. How did you play that? Toby's like,
Banished to the Shadow Realm.
actually banished to the Light Realm.
Yeah.
Give me the light. Right, yeah. Alright. I messed that up so bad. My joke is ruined. No. Alright, we unleash. Like Sonic Unleash.
Yeah, what's interesting is that if we consider that Gaster is the man behind the tree, that specifically says man and not monster behind the tree, so it looks human.
Yeah. Attack! Its defense is down. Alright, Ralsei.
To be fair, Toby can read Japanese, so he could maintain the kayfabe. True.
But how long did he know Japanese? Because I feel like Toby played Mother 3 when he was like a teenager or something at least.
Mother 3 dropped in like 2006, so.
Yeah. I mean, Toby... Do we know how old Toby is? I think he's like in his 30s.
Probably. Mother 3, Mother 3 is going to be 20 years old next year.
And still no localization.
Still none. Maybe the 20th anniversary will get localized.
That's cope. Nintendo hates us.
I know.
So I will say, I did say cope for Metroid Prime 4, and that ended up happening, so.
It did. I never stopped believing.
Luke,
7 years of waiting.
Luke is a true believer. Don't forget, said Luke.
I did.
786 damage by Chris. Titan is shitting bricks. Whoa. Earthbound spoilers. I mean, it's like 20 years old or whatever.
We'll get Mother 4 before 3 is localized.
I thought the creator said he, or they, said they never wanted to, make another game.
Yeah, and we'll still get it before Mother 3 gets localized.
True. We'll get fan-made Mother 4.
Yeah.
Damn, Mother 3 is older than me by like 5 months, but still. Did we do it? Oh, I love this part too. Part coming up.
No.
Hey, wait. What is it doing? It's absorbing. It's regenerating. Nah, we got this. Use this time to heal. No!
Ness is the knight.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, no, he can't because Ness is Sans.
that's the Sans. But people say that that's why Des is the knight. I think it's like jokingly, but like that's why Des is the knight because like Des and Ness. So
Goatson, someone said.
Goatson will appear. And we'll say the day. Oh my god, 10,500? Yeesh. Yo, the goat! The goat has arrived.
What are y'all giving up for? This thing's getting low def by me.
Old man, I thought you were.
I was looking for a change of scenery,
Killed the Titan spawns.
But this is a bit
ridiculous. Come on, let's get this
Molotov
fella.
mocktail. Base Gerson passive prime slows the entire roaring. The only reason Knight didn't drop again is because Gerson one-shots it.
Oh my god, do you see how much damage Gerson did? Gerson, strongest character in Deltarune.
And you know what to do, right?
Here we go. Dual Buster. Look at this. Boom! Oh my god. 1994. Is that
He
a
did
reference?
less than Susie.
True. But 1994, is that a reference to something?
I don't think so.
Is Gerson, is Susie the strongest character in Deltarune? The GOAT! Yes! Hey, welcome to the stream. The GOAT! Let's go. And what am I asking for? We both know I got this, right? Let's go! Here we go. Alright, Susie. You got this. Nah, screw it. Get dunked on. So we really likes get dunked on.
I know he really does.
Representing both games. Still don't understand why in some parts of the game the characters don't need any TP to cast their spells.
Plot armor.
The plot. And because Gaster's like, we need the plot to continue.
No, Ralsei's the goat. Gerson's the turtle. Chapter 3 Egg Room. You were on a forgotten island, and when you talk to the man, he says that the island is the only place he can talk, which is not the case with Gaster. So 0% chance it's Gaster? I don't know.
Gaster has many different parts.
Yeah.
Gaster is scattered across time and space. Maybe this is just a single part of him.
By the way, go to the beginning of the prophecy room before sealing the fountain and talk to Ralsei.
Okay. Gotcha. Are you talking about... Okay, so is that in reference to like the Ralsei with blood on his face? Because I do know about that. Are you talking about trying to go before, like even that area?
Imagine being a Titan gang destroyed by 3 teenagers and 1 dead old man.
For real. When you put it that way, the Titans do seem kind of fraud-like.
Yeah.
Chris, you're all right. Can't believe it actually worked. We actually defeated a knight. If we can do that, then.
If I had a nickel for every time the goat was a turtle or a tortoise in one of my favorite media, I'd have 2 nickels. JoJo.
Yo, let's go. All right.
There's a theory that Ralsei is just Chris's drawing of their persona. How would Chris wish he looked like he's family of the goat monsters?
Yeah, how they look like, yeah. I've seen that. I could see that, maybe. No. Susie, stop. Yeah, okay. So chat. So let's have this refresher in our minds and we'll get to come up what really is the last prophecy. The last prophecy, the stories end. And then when all hope is lost for the tale, the final tragedy unveils.
The Titan was just born, bro. Got drop kicked out of the womb.
For real.
Ralsei has unique weird route dialogue when you talk to him again, and there's something interesting. We walked to the beginning of the prophecy room.
Okay, gotcha. All right, to save the worlds, there's only one way, chat.
When talking to Ralsei, choose it's okay not to smile.
Okay, gotcha. Gerson more of a goat than the entire Dreamer family.
For real.
Susie, don't look. Yeah, to save the world. So tragedy, the last, at the end of the prophecy. Susie's blood, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Susie. Shut up. Blood dripping. Also, isn't it crazy that monsters bleed? That's crazy.
Oh, I think the prophecy involves Ralsei dying. Susie puts emphasis on how Ralsei wouldn't let it happen. Him specifically.
Okay, but here's the thing though, like, wouldn't she instead say, I wouldn't let that happen?
Yeah, I think so.
And like, so if we like take that and we like apply that to what's actually being said, Susie says Ralsei's not going to let that happen. Chris is not going to let that happen. It's like, now Susie's the one that's going to die, you know?
Yeah.
And that her friends are not going to let that happen. She can believe in her friends. The hell are you apologizing for? You're worried about that? Seriously? Aw. Stupid prophecy. Like something like that would happen. I wouldn't let it happen. Chris wouldn't let it happen. And obviously you wouldn't let it happen. So, why wouldn't you laugh? Just stupid. Stop crying, okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Let's go steal the fountain, okay? Yeah. And so, like, it has to relate to Susie because Ralsei didn't want Susie to see it. And also before leading up to it, we had a ton of things with like the girl, at last the
Yeah.
girl. Oh. Ralsei, Susie, don't look. I'm sorry, Susie. Let your bitch that up. Well, it will explain why Ralsei wants Susie to forget him so much. True, kind of, but I think it more so relates to like Ralsei being an object, because objects aren't supposed to have feelings, and the whole thing with like Tenna, like that's the whole like point. Tenna sort of made Susie feel bad for him, when normally if you have a TV, the TV's not supposed to make you feel bad for them, you know?
True.
So it's like Ralsei's like, just go back to the way things were. We're just
We're-
objects.
Yo, welcome everyone to the stream. 71 viewers.
Hey,
That's a
yo.
new peak
Welcome.
for this stream.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Wait, we got to go talk to Ralsei again, is it now? Or
Yeah,
is-
we talked to him
yeah.
now.
And then go back to the beginning of the prophecy room, right?
Susie might be half human, half monster because she bleeds and could have come from a town with a lot of humans. Yeah. I mean, I could see that. But I don't know. It's so weird that Susie bleeds. I don't know. All right, let's talk to Ralsei. Susie. She's a really nice person, Chris. How can she be so kind? Ow. I'm sorry, Chris. Sorry I didn't say the whole prophecy at first. I just thought if I said something different, we did something different, if we were just kind enough, perhaps by the time we got here, it would change. But no matter what we do, our fate. Fuck, this is so already decided. Damn. Ralsei has Susie's blood on his face. That has to imply some sort of like death or something.
I think so too.
Sorry, don't look at me. I don't mean to always make everything about me. I'm sorry, Everything's okay, Chris. Look, I'm smiling.
It's okay not to smile.
Good to keep smiling. No. Yeah, it's okay not to smile.
Chris, you. I'm scared. It's getting harder and harder to just stand there smiling all the time. Be the one pretending I'm not afraid to. But being with you two, more I'm with you two, I realize friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far greater than I ever could have imagined. I want to help. I want to believe again. I want to believe it can change. That there isn't just one ending. What would that be?
So this is new.
Yep.
If there was something else, what would it be? And how do we know it wouldn't be something even worse? Chris, never mind. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Chris, you can go to the fountain now. Susie's waiting.
Damn.
Crazy.
Damn. Interesting dialogue, yeah.
What software are you used to draw?
Oh, for me? I use
Yeah.
Photoshop, so.
Ralsei will learn fire magic in the future chapters like how Susie learned healing magic. That'd be cool. Maybe the being on Ralsei's face. Maybe the blood on Ralsei's face represents that he's the one that's gonna die.
I mean, maybe. But, like, it's specifically Susie's blood, though.
True.
Alright, so chat, what is in the first prophecy room? The last prophecy, the story's end. And then when all hope is lost for the tale. Is it exclusive to the Snow Route dialogue? Yeah. The final tragedy unveils.
Backtrack, people are saying.
Yeah, but I just did.
You went all the way to the first room?
Is there a way to after this scene? Because I can't go back to the room.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'll try again, but... Interact with the doorway. Interact with the exit. Okay. It seems the way's blocked. You put out your hand. And just out of view, just perfectly out of view, another hand pressed against yours.
Whoa.
Our hand, the player's hand, and pushed you back.
Wait, that's crazy.
Or is that supposed to be Gasser, because the man who speaks in hands? Ah. Fun fact, the audio is muted, but the guitar sound effect plays when you close the dialogue box. Ah. Huh.
It's Des in the files.
Des. Could be Des, honestly. Maybe. Huh. And if Des is there, then obviously that can't be the knight. I don't think. If we assume that's Des, I'm not saying that is. But...
Yeah.
Okay. Use the dark crystal. You held the crystal up to your eye. For some strange reason, the prophecy's text does not does not warp in the crystal's lens. You shook the crystal. However, nothing changed.
Interesting.
So is that different from regular route? If you use the shadow crystal?
I have no idea.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. It's not muted, it's just really low. Okay. Alright. So chat, here we go. Time to seal the fountain.
Yes, sir.
The prophecy cannot be changed no matter what. Interesting, says one chatter.
The same on regular route, I think.
Oh, okay. Muy interesante. Hey, Rules, what's poppin'? Hey, Chris. Can I tell you? Stupid dream I have. No matter what, I want to keep being friends with you and Ralsei. When the sun comes up again, tomorrow will be the same as yesterday. The next day will be just the same as that. That in the end, can always go back to the way things were before. You don't have to say anything back, Chris. I know. You're thinking the same thing. Aren't you, dumbass? Susie's smile, which seemed to defeat everything, shined on in front of you, and for a moment, it was as if all the darkness had been blown away. As if an imitation, your soul began to glow. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Ah, okay. Okay. Huh.
That's interesting.
Well, that's the same in the regular route, but... So I had seen something on Twitter, and I thought it was a spoiler for the weird route, but I had seen something on Twitter that, like, it was like an image of Chris, like, fighting Susie, and I thought that that was a weird route thing in Chapter 4, and it would happen then. But it didn't. Interesting.
What would you rather do, marry Ralsei or cook Birdley into a holiday dinner?
Cook Birdley.
Cook Birdley.
Cook Birdley. Oriole. Hey, Knight. even. Let's just go. Huh. Okay. Turn the doorknob. Wow, thanks, Chris. The knight is hiding right here, and we can't even open up the door. Thanks. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Huh. There's not anything else to interact with here, right?
I don't
chat?
think so. On my like normal playthrough, there like wasn't this weird route, so
Yeah. Na. All right. Smells nice. Don't forget I'm with you in the closet. Yeah. Trust Papyrus could still be the knight.
Yeah, Papyrus is hiding in the closet. Eh.
I don't think there's anything new besides the onion son location stuff. Okay. Huh.
ooh. Let's go to Onion Sound.
Yeah, why not? Nostalgia bomb incoming? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this track is called The Place Where It Rained, obviously referencing it's raining somewhere else and implies that hometown is somewhere else.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. And isn't that like Sans' theme? It was like associated with Sans.
I think so. Yeah.
So is
I read
that
something about that.
that's more evidence to Sans comes from hometown and not from the underground? I'm back. Hey, welcome back. All right, Onion Son, we're gonna say hello, even though you're probably not gonna be here.
Damn. My goat. He's gone.
Onion Son.
When you get a spot, don't move because it locks you out of it. Oh.
Yep. And we're just vibing. Is he gonna say anything or do anything or what? What if you didn't give Tenno away and kept him in Castletown? Would that change anything in the future? I don't know. Probably. You hear that? No? Ooh, the Song of the Ocean. Sounds like someone's playing a song out there. Yeah, the ocean song.
Yeah.
You know, on the other side of the lake. You can sit there for a good amount of time. There will be dialogue. Ooh, okay. We'll keep sitting. So is this the same in regular route chat? Or is it different? This sitting by the lake text. I got something in my face or something? This bit is the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Say what's on your mind. Huh? Why are you talking with your mouth closed?
Ventriloquist Chris.
Well, no,
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist. I just think Chris doesn't want us to say anything.
Yeah.
Deltarune's parallel story to Undertale during the dinner with Sans and It's Raining Somewhere Else starts playing. Does that mean that in the Deltarune timeline, it's currently raining in hometown? Maybe. Maybe. No music this time, yeah. This is unique, I'm pretty sure. Interesting. Guess we should go. Chris?
No.
Come on, we can't just sit here forever. Chris. Don't howl.
Hmm.
What does that mean, don't howl?
I don't know.
What do you mean by that, Susie? Yeah, why are you talking with your mouth closed? Almost like Chris wasn't the one who was speaking there. True. I really hope Onion-san isn't that important because I am not refighting the night again for a new save file. True.
Very true. It's Alvin hiding. The knight left when they opened the fountain. Chris acting like a dog as usual.
That's crazy.
I think is the only thing that's left this Dan's tutorial thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing left is go home. Pretty sure. Let's check with chat. All right,
Yeah.
chat. Do we need to do anything else? Are we good to end the story? Like, Chris probably didn't want to leave. That's why they were howling. Funny. Chris is very dog-like. And characters call them a dog sometimes. But some people aren't ready for that conversation. Chris got that dog in them. Sans pacifist.
You've done everything. I think.
Sans boss fight next chapter.
Let's go. Yeah, we've done we can proceed.
Okay, okay. All right, let's go. So, do you mind if I... we start a sans fight in the house? Chris. On the broken tenna. Oh yeah, we never brought it to Castletown, I don't think. So, tenna's just there. I have not danced the jitterbug like this in ages.
Well, you aren't bugging me, so jitter away.
Why didn't the skeleton have anybody to dance with? Because he had no body to dance with.
Good one. Not only did you totally botch that joke, but I'm dancing with you so it doesn't make any sense.
Are we, interrupting something? Oh, Chris, Snoozy. No, you are not interrupting anything. We're looking for you at church, and... Sorry. I canceled choir practice today due to the rain. The weather was so bad, and... Chris, Susie, have you met Mr. Sands?
Hey,
Oh, Susie, did you want to stay over again? You could sleep in Azrael's bed. I think I gotta be going, actually. Oh, all right. See you later, honey. I mean, Susie. Later. Yeah. Chris, is Susie okay?
hey, she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll figure it all out. Meanwhile, let's get back to business. Chris, what about you? You want a party?
Chris, party board games.
And hey, we don't gotta just do disco dancing, kid. We can play some brand new music too. How about we pump up the tunes?
Pump the tunes, pump the tunes, pump the tunes. Chris, where are you going? You're going to bed already? There are pancakes in the fridge if you want them, dear. Good night, honey. Damn. Why didn't Toriel call Chris? Chapter 4 is the next day after Chris slashed Toriel's tires, which worried her. I don't know. They do be dancing, though.
They do be dancing.
All right, let's go to bed, guys. We're going to bed.
Ten out of 10.
Chris, that guy has 1 HP. I know I know hit him in another timeline. Pull out the knife, Chris. Oriole knew Chris was at Noel's, no? Ah, maybe. But yeah, and so we can move in this hole. The gauge. Look at my little heart moving around. But I think the text changes at the end. The weird route. I think so. Pick up the phone. Phone is ringing. It's the mayor. Chris, are you there? And I'll just leave a message. You are going to the festival tomorrow, aren't you? I just wanted to confirm. Noelle said she's really looking forward to seeing you. Ah.
Wow.
I don't like that. Whoa. Whoa.
That was new.
Yeah, this is all new. What? And we got the red dot. Like the part of the soul or whatever.
That's crazy.
I know how chapter 5 starts, by the way. So you know how all chapter 4 so far have started with someone waking up Chris in that sands of the house.
Yo, that would be sick.
Yeah, this is a scene. This end scene is different. Yeah, this is completely different. It's for you. Oh yeah, it's Bethany. It's for you. Weird that the phone wasn't thrown. The throne was a phone. And Crystal has it in bed. Yeah. There's no Susie in this route. Chapter 5 definitely has to have some big changes, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
If we're gonna have like a completely different ending to the route, literally. You said Chris got that dog in them.
The red dot grew, which means that we are literally growing a soul inside Noelle too.
You could say Chris got a friend inside them. Woody theory confirmed. The halfway mark has been attained. Gaster. I feel like if Gaster actually appeared, I feel like Gaster would actually have like a voice actor. But
That would be sick.
But it is still waiting.
My Dune.
How much longer now? Do you think Gaster predicted this? My Deltarune. And it's all one word too, which means it's the game, not the prophecy.
Yeah.
So. GG. Nice job. Thank you, Galactic Squad. Thank you. The red dot grew, which means that we were literally growing a soul inside Noelle. Interesting.
You can now play as Noelle G.
Oh my god. Imagine. So would we be able to control Noelle in the weird route at some point? I mean, that's...
I hope so.
You hope so? I don't want to die. That's mean. Very mean. Gaster's just Toby Fox. Edgy persona. Yeah. Let's go. Technically, Gaster already has a canon voice, which is the one that says Deltarune at the beginning of each chapter selection. True, yeah. The Deltarune. And Gaster did speak in like the files of Undertale, where it was like, how dare you look for secrets or whatever. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Gaster's basically Toby's like game developer persona. So.
Very nice.
If we fight Sans and Deltarune, there's a 99% chance that the battle music will be a song that might play when fighting Sans. Ooh, that'd be fun.
That would be fire.
That'd be fun. I really thought, I saw that Twitter thing, I really thought we were going to fight Susie at the end. But that probably will come later.
I think so.
All right. This route is getting pretty weird, guys. Yeah. Gaster. My Deltarune. Me. Well, if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Hey, don't pirate Deltarune. Deltarune's a go-to game.
Yeah, don't pirate it.
Show some support. All right, chat. It's been fun. We did it. We completed Deltarune Weird Route. Blind. Kind of blind. You know, when you're on the internet, it's hard to avoid everything. But
Yeah.
yeah. So that was interesting. Hopefully you'll see a video from me sometime soon talking about Deltarune.
Hell yeah.
And I'm working on the Q&A video that should be up shortly. Not today, or I don't even know about tomorrow, but hopefully very soon. And yeah, I'm probably gonna take a little break from streaming. You know, gotta get those videos worked on, edited, and uploaded. So take a little break, and then probably next time for stream, we probably won't play Deltarune. Maybe Undertale Yellow. I did promise to play Undertale Yellow. Maybe that new FNAF game. I don't know. Maybe Off. Maybe One Shot. I don't know. There's so many good games I could play. But we'll find out. So I hope to see you all then. So.
All right. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the stream.
Yeah. Bye, Luke. Have a good one. Hopefully, Luke will appear sometime soon.
I would be
Future
down.
video. I mean, I plan to do more videos with Luke in the future, regardless. But hopefully soon. Hopefully it
Hell
doesn't take
yeah.
me too long to get these videos out. So it was a great time. You guys appreciate these live streams. Hey, thank you, Apple Juice is better. Thank you, everyone that came by. Thank you so much. Adios.
Bye.